Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Arsenal Premier League watch-along. Away to Villa, back still in the Midlands. Only two changes, actually. As you can see, I'm trying to buy a newcomer to the channel. How you doing, Guna?
I'm good. How you doing, Ryan? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and also, for everyone else, the other guys are coming on. They literally just got the link, so they'll be when they join us backstage, I'll be putting them straight into the stream, as I always do. But yeah, what have you made of the lineup? Because literally, I'm going to get the lineup back on the screen in a second now. But
it's only Gabriel and obviously Matt Ryan, which we expected.
Yeah, the two enforced changes, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always of the theory, don't fix what's not broken. So we've been on the form that we've been on. We've seen one of the most excellent passages of player football that we've ever seen in the first 40 minutes or so of Wolves. And why change it? I do think, obviously, it's not a criticism on ESR, but I do think he needs a bit of a rest.
Yeah, I was expecting Odegaard to start today, so just for that reason.
Because he looks a bit jaded to me. He looks like he could do with the rest. I mean, I'm not saying he definitely needs one, but I do think there's a part of me that thinks he's looking a bit tired. His press doesn't seem to be as intense. So maybe bringing Odegaard in just to allow some, because we know Smith Rowe's got an injury record that's not great. But I mean, obviously we can see Pepe and Sakharov's. They're the two that we wanted to see. I don't think Aubameyang deserves a chance at the moment. I think he needs to start proving himself, and that's what I like about Arteta right now, is he's given the form players a chance, not the names.
Yeah, exactly. And that's especially when Aubameyang's the club captain as well. So that sends even bigger message than what he normally would to the rest of the players.
That's what we, as fans, we've been screaming out for, is a manager who's going to be ruthless to a degree, and that's what he's showing.
Yeah, and I've got on the screen here the team lineup. Obviously, as you said, apart from the two enforced changes, it's the same lineup from midweek. Obviously, the enforced change from the idiot Leno being what he did. Matt Ryan's suddenly out of nowhere started training out of nowhere, and now he's available faint at the door. There's a god, because the alternative was not looking good from what we've seen before. No disrespect to Van Arsene, but he's a bit lightweight. Let's be honest. And obviously, Gabriel's come back in.
He's a bag of nerves. That's all it is. I think once he gets accustomed to being a Premier League player, I think we may actually see the best of him. I don't know whether he's
a young goalkeeper. He's young as well. Got to take that into consideration as well. He's not one of them mid-20s over the hill players.
He's 25, I believe, which was surprising when I heard that. I thought he was a young and up-and-comer.
Yeah, I thought he was younger than that, but okay. He looks like he literally looks like he's just a fresh-faced baby face came through whether Dijon or whatever it was before. And then obviously, Gabriel's in the 11 as well. And then Mari's back on the bench as well. It's good to see Mari there.
We've got that million, I think. I think we finally couped that £1 million from somewhere.
We found the money somewhere. We can pay them. We can pay off Flamenco now.
Yeah, I know. Is it only the one-off payment now? It's just this million and that's it?
Oh, sorry, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm confused, because I don't know whether it's like we've got more installments for them or not, because I know it was a total of like 15-20 million pounds just to secure a signing. And I do like the look of the team. I don't.
There's nothing worrying. That's the thing.
I don't disagree with any of it. I think Partey and Xhaka have got a job on their hands today, I think. And then obviously you've got, I think the reason why I think the great thing about Saka and Bellerin being on the right is they can double up on Grealish, which is arguably their biggest outlet to let anything happen. Yeah. So we'll have to see how that pans out, whether Saka's going to stay forward or whether he's going to double back as kind of a right back at the same time. So that'd be interesting to see how he sets that up, in my opinion, how he plans to stop Grealish.
Yeah, afternoon, Robin. Oh, yeah, it's just afternoon here in the UK as well. So yeah, early. Yeah, just so fucking early. Why got to have the early kickoffs? Ridiculous.
I know.
I hate BT.
We better not lose, otherwise that's your weekend gone.
Oh, that's your weekend ruined if that's the case. Yeah.
And then if other teams win. other teams winning, you're like, oh, it's just.
Oh yeah, because so I'm going to look at the fixtures now actually, because the teams in and around us. Because obviously Chelsea won midweek against that lot down the road 1-0, so they've 4 points ahead of us now. Because
Because we were going to tie.
We would have gone ahead of. Yeah, they were a point ahead of us, and then that whole fiasco during midweek.
I've got the fixtures up here. So you've got 3 o'clock. So you've got the Burnley Brighton game.
Yeah,
then you've got Newcastle Southampton at the 3 o'clock, and then at 5:30 you've got Fulham West Ham, and then the final game today you've got United Everton.
Oh Jesus Christ! We're looking at that Fulham game, the 5:30 one, because obviously looking at teams in and around us. Southampton, Newcastle, that could go either way at the moment based on the form, especially in Southampton and the 9-0 thumping the other night. But the Fulham game, you'd want Fulham to get the result there, because obviously West Ham being above us at the moment, you'd want them to drop as many points as possible so we can catch up with them again. And obviously allowing that the refs actually allow us to catch up and not fuck us over like they did the other night. Let's not even go there with that one. And then Man United Everton, that you'd really want that to be a draw, if anything, because again, United are where they are, and Everton are. They could put away as well if we don't get a result today. And then tomorrow, I'm just getting the results. We've got Spurs West Brom at 12 p.m, Wolves Leicester 2 p.m, and they're literally in between us. Liverpool Man City, Sheffield United versus Chelsea. And Monday night football. Nope, that's it.
Leeds Palace. FA Cup midweek.
Yeah, Leeds Palace on Monday night. So it's thankfully some of the teams in and around us are playing each other, but at the same time, as he said, obviously allowing the ref that doesn't fuck us over today.
Yeah. I'm just trying to forget about it because
that just pisses me off. Especially what's made it even worse and round it up really rough salt in the wound is earlier on that night. Obviously, Binyak got a red card for the exact same thing. I think you could argue if there was contact, he would have initiated it, whereas Luis didn't initiate it. It was the striker that initiated it. Yeah, he's got overturned, and ours didn't. And there's now rumours going around literally because. One would have affected the result and the other one didn't. So it was okay to overturn the one that didn't, basically. It's like, then you're getting all these little clips coming up from Mark Clattenburg and Mark Halsey, from years ago, all quotes they've done years ago, from interviews they've had, saying, there is corruption, there is favouritism of certain teams, and you are told to turn a blind eye and say you didn't see this or this and that. And people think is that people having a go at VAR and all that, but it's not. The VAR system itself isn't the problem. The actual technology itself is not the problem. It's the people that are there watching, and because it's just it's another referee. It's not like
exactly.
It's not like in other sports like cricket, rugby union, rugby league. When their technology, it's someone. It's not an ex-referee. It's people that are trained in the law of the game and the laws as well. The laws are so complicated because it's all different. There's so many different rules for one fucking subject. So it's simplified in like rugby and things like that. Whereas in football, it's so complicated. And it's so like, especially you've got a ref there backing his mate. Because that's all it is. It's refs backing their mates. That's all it is.
Yeah.
The
mates, they tend to be a team that travel together. You tend to see the same sort of linesmen and refs together. Yeah. And obviously they do speak. And someone made a good point. I can't remember which podcast I was listening to this on, where the VAR officials should be separate to the officials of the game. And that should be kind of like a third-party situation where they have no associations to the referee union. That may take a bit of bias out of the game. But at the same time, it's like, how much can that change if the rules themselves aren't clear? Because for me, it's like, I don't get it because Luis didn't even touch him. I can understand, if Luis full-on touched him and he gave the red card or whatever.
If he initiated the contact itself, then you can say, fair enough, okay, it is what it is. But the fact it was the striker initiated that contact, and it was so minimal, and the way he went down, it pissed me off as well. Like it'd been sniped.
I thought we were punishing divers, but like it seems to be the opposite way now.
Oh yeah, of course it is. And as I've said on numerous times on this channel and on my social medias, look who's in charge of the referees in general. Who's the big bad boss? the one that fucked us over in that 50th game, Mike Riley, the one that allowed Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, Phil Neville, the whole lot of them to kick Reyes up in the air, Lundberg up in the air, Henry up in the air, and get nothing. He's in charge now. And since he's took charge, refereeing is bad, but never been perfect. But it's got worse under him. He's never going to get better until he's gone.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I watch a lot of European football in terms of La Liga, Serie A, and a bit of Ligue 1 when I get a chance. And I don't see the controversy in those leagues to the extent I see it in the Premier League. And it just goes to show, and a lot of the refs abroad aren't even full-time refs. They're actually kind of like a second job, or they do it as kind of like a part-time thing. And they seem to be getting more of the decisions right. And they were the first to actually start fully integrating the screens into the game. And it was up to the refs to use the screen. It wasn't VAR telling them to go and have a look. If they were in doubt, the screen was always used. And that's where the problem in Premier League is, that it seems like VAR is this god that, if it tells you to do something, that's when VAR will be implemented and the screens will be implemented. The referee can't just be like, yeah, I'm going to go and have a look. It seems. I don't. And the fact that we don't know what they're saying is also something which I think, that especially with the Southampton, when we touched on it, I think someone must have told him that we just gave a red card and a penalty for a similar thing. We better give it here, otherwise, we're going to be looked into and say, what's the difference? And we can't justify it.
Well, the thing is, they've done that, and then 2 days later, they overturned it. It's like, well, what was the point? Yeah,
and nothing happens. What are they going to do? They're going to ref the games this week. Nothing happens, and no sort of.
That's another thing as well with the referees and all that. Before Mark Riley took charge, if a referee had made even if it was a little mistake, there was consequence to the action. He was then put into the Championship or League One for a couple of weeks or a month, depending on how severe that mistake was to the game. There's no consequence to their actions. It's all best buds. Let's all look after each other. I mean,
what do you think of like a press conference being held for the referees just to clarify certain decisions in the game? Because a lot of people are saying that that's bullying the refs into, but I think that's just making them really make the right decision.
Well, it's making them accountable for their actions. If it's okay for the managers to do it and players to do it, when they win or lose or whatever, or they've made a mistake. Well, David Luiz, literally back in the summer when he got sent off against Man City, he told someone else was meant to do the media stuff on another play. He went, no, I've let you all down. I'm going to go and do it. And he literally put himself out there for the whole world to take on the flak, basically. So if it's good enough for players like David Luiz and when they make mistakes, why is it okay? Why is it not good enough for them? I'm going to bring in Sam and Melvin as well at the bottom of the screen, just waiting for us to come up for air.
Right. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, when you're talking about referees in the FA, it's protectionism. They protect each other. They're a FIFA. They're a smaller FIFA. They're the EU if you don't like the EU. They don't have to answer to anybody. They get away with murder, and with us, that's what they got away with. Whether they have overturned their decision or not, I don't think it's such a big thing because the damage was already done. We lost 3 points, in my opinion. So whether he plays today, Luiz, or doesn't, big deal. They should have overturned it, but it proves when they didn't overturn it how corrupt they really are. And just one other thing, I hope today, gentlemen, no Arsenal player sneezes on another player in the box. It'll be a double penalty. Apart from that, I think we'll be fine. No cost of sending off, sneezing penalty. All right?
Oh dear. All right, Sam, how you doing as well?
Yeah, I'm all right, guys. How you doing? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh dear. Yeah. I was just saying,
your agenda thing going on again, is it?
No, I was just touching on the actual issue itself and basically how they can rectify. They can obviously, as it was said about basically the penalty being the Southampton penalty being given, and then obviously going over to get the red.
Can I
going over, giving the red, and then resending it and all that? Oh, that's right, because that game was already done and dusted. Our games.
Can I give you guys an analogy?
Yeah,
I think there's an analogy that works. Listen, I'm not defending them in any way, shape, or form. Listen, they're terrible. You know, it's a lack of competence. You know, there's so many poor referees now compared to, 10, 15, 20 years ago. The standards have obviously gone a lot lower than they used to be. Listen, it's a shambles. It really is, because there's so much controversy, and whenever there's controversy, there's a reason behind it. And it's not good. If they're making the right decision, or at least being consistent, we wouldn't talk as much about it, would we? So obviously, if there's smoke, there's fire, right? So yeah, of course, there's a lot there. They need to, like we've been talking in the group chat. It needs an overhaul. From top to bottom, the whole system, the whole refereeing system, the way the FA and the refereeing system works. With the VAR. I mean, I'm for VAR because I want the right decisions.
Yeah, it's a system.
But what I'm not for is referees backing up other referees in the VAR room, because that's what they're doing, right? They're not independent. So that whole system needs to be redone and rethought and just done differently, so it's implemented in the right way.
That's the thing. I was the same before you and Melvin came on. Literally, the VAR itself isn't the issue; it's how it's being used and implemented.
How it's implemented, exactly.
All week we've heard of other podcasts, Arsenal podcasts, and football podcasts in general say, why is it the English FA are trying to do their own thing separate to UEFA and all the other European leagues? Everyone else is on the same hymn sheet.
Yeah, there's so much there. There's so much there that needs to be, looked into. And the analogy I was trying to get into, I didn't really get into because I went off into a bit of a side note there. But the analogy I have is like, think of a court of law, right? We've got the same laws, pretty much. You're in Britain, right? I'm in Norway, right? So I'm just going to use you. So you guys have the same laws for everyone in Britain, right? It's the same laws. But if you've got a different lawyer or a different judge, right, you can have a different outcome. Yeah. That's basically the way it works. So the laws are the same, but you've got different interpretations and different outcomes, right? And that's what's happening with the FA and with the whole appeal system and all that, Yeah, right. Yeah, Melvin, I see you want to point there.
Yeah, you're right when you say, Sam, but at the end of the day, that shouldn't be. The judge is there to judge on the rules and the law. And you say the laws are there. The law that if you kick someone up in the air in the box, you get a yellow card. But if you sneeze on him, you get a red card. That's nothing to do with the referees. 100%. Nothing to do with the people wherever they sit. But
that's the law is wrong, isn't it?
The stupid people that make the one person must have come up with the idea, another person goes, you know what, that's a brilliant idea, mate. And also just one other thing, which should be more consistent. Whenever there's a VAR, I don't know because they're lazy, every referee on every VAR decision should go to the screen and see it for himself.
They're supposed to. That's what they're supposed to do.
Why don't they then?
Yeah, because they're not doing their job. They're not doing their job. Exactly. But what I'm saying, going back to the court of law and that analogy. What I'm saying is, yeah, you're right. The laws are wrong, right? The David Luiz red card, the laws are wrong. They need to be changed, right? The handball law is also a joke. It needs to be changed. The offside law now, there's things there that need to be changed, right? So they're going by the laws of the game. They have to follow them, and it's like you said, it's not their fault that the laws are wrong. They need to change the laws, right? And when it coming back to the judges, there are different, the laws are the same for everyone, but a judge would interpret something slightly different and give maybe a different ruling, right? That's what I'm saying. So, unfortunately, that's the type of, system we're working against at the moment. And the referees are just terrible. The decisions they're making on the pitch there in real time are absolutely disgusting. And it's not just us, guys. It's not just Arsenal. You can see all the other teams complaining as well with different decisions, right? So, yeah, it's a terrible system.
Joel,
mate, how you doing?
You all right?
You all right, Joel? How you doing? Guess what we've been talking about?
No. What are you talking about?
Oh, David Luiz being sent off, not rescinded and all that. No, I was just going over the basics. So basically, that it's not the VAR, it's the system itself the problem. It's actually the referees the FA itself that's the problem with the stupid, complicated rules. I've said it before. Rugby is literally everything has a rule, and that's it. It's not like I've got a rule and then another rule and another loophole and another loophole. It's one rule. That's it. Everyone's on the same hymn sheet, and also the person that's in the little room in the stadiums, in the actual stadiums itself, watching, doing like video ref, isn't a referee. but they know that they've been trained up to know everything, all the laws, and they have no connection. They're not best friends and everything. It's all this crap. And it's down. It's also. It's not like the ref's got to be told to go to use a video ref in rugby. The ref itself is in charge. He decides if he goes there or not.
Yeah.
As a bitter Arsenal fan, I've got far more bitter over the last few days after the Wolves game. I think when crowds come back, tongue in cheek, boys, I think we ought to come out to why does it always rain on me to the teams coming out. So I think that's the way I feel.
I'm with Shane, to be honest. I don't know why the refs don't have mics that we can actually hear what they're saying.
Because they're protecting themselves.
Shall I tell you why? Sorry, Joel. Sorry, go on. Finish your point. Sorry.
That's only because I think you'll also cut out a lot of the players smothering the referee and any sort of disputes the players have or any bad language the players have. Then it's easy to give a yellow because the rugby players don't do it. They call him sir.
Yeah, they literally got 6 foot muscle, and he's literally like 5 foot something.
But this shows you the difference in
discipline and
respect.
Yeah,
respect. That's the guy that gives the decisions. That's the guy you respect, and that's where it should be. I agree with the rugby point 100%. There's never a problem. Yeah, and the ref actually goes right. I'm going to take us. He'll go like this. And he'll say, I'll take as much time as I want to take. It'll get added on. We'll stop the game. And then, we'll go on when my decision has been made. Yeah. Not surrounded by, the only people that can talk to him is captains.
Yeah.
And they get
over,
So,
well, they don't help us. They don't help us, Joel. We ain't got any captains.
Well, we have, but he's injured.
But talking about your point there, Joel, you make a very valid point, and it's a very good point. And like you say, the discipline and the respect they have in rugby is very, very different, right? They have that great respect for the officials and the referee, and that they don't have that in football. So what I was going to say was the reason you're not going to have a mic in football is if you remember the David Ellery experiment they did back in the late 80s. With Arsenal Millwall, he was wiped up for Arsenal Millwall. There was just nothing but swearing and
Tony Adams going up to him, you fucking corrupt bastard.
Tony Adams basically calling David Ellery corrupt. I mean, it's it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting if they put that on a mic, to be honest.
I think it'd be good because it will make you realise.
It might make them stop. Yeah.
I think it's the only way to enforce it, to actually put it in place and say, look, this is the rule now. If you overstep the mark, it's a yellow card. There's no messing about.
Yeah.
One of the differences between rugby and football, and you hit on it, but I'm going to expand on it, is the word respect. I don't see too many rugby players feigning injury. They get kicked and punched and everything. They don't roll on the grass and cheat and go, oh, look, you've done me, ref. They get on with the game. And at the end of the game, respect is shown again, because however much you punch and hit someone at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you shake the person's hand and get on to the next game. Football is totally reverse of that.
But this is a ripple effect across the entire game, though, because you've got fans sitting together. You've got it's respect throughout the entire game, isn't it?
Of course it is.
But also I like about rugby is the sin bin. I think the fact that you get a yellow card and they turn around and say, right, you're off for 10 minutes, go and have a breather and think about it, otherwise you're getting a red. Imagine there'd be like 1 versus 1 in football.
Goalkeeper versus goalkeeper.
I went to Twickenham years ago. I went to England, Scotland. Everyone was sitting next to each other. And just as the game started, I got a tap on my shoulder. They were passing whiskey along the road for everyone to drink. I mean, can you imagine that in football? It's totally just sit where you want, you say what you want, you get on with it.
Yeah.
You thought it was whiskey, Mel. You thought it was whiskey.
It like whiskey. And I'll tell you what, I drank so much of that stuff that the ball seemed oval. Really strange.
Oh dear, Ryan, Ryan Vassage also joined us while we were chatting away about that. How you doing, guys?
How you guys all? You all right?
Still too
How
early.
many Ryans we got? We got 2 on here. We got 1 on the pitch. This is too much for me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he's fit. Even if he's not fit, I'm glad he's there.
No, we're saying
If you had one leg, you'd be better than Runnison.
No, we were saying.
Oh, he done all right the other
you guys
night.
came on.
Done all right the other night when he came on, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
I panicked like mad when Leno decided to, sort of swan dive out of the box. But I did panic when Runnison came on because I genuinely thought, oh no, this could be a pummeling now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought as well.
Ender's right. The atmosphere at rugby is amazing.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Fantastic.
We could learn a lot, but why should we? Because we're football. We're better than anyone else. No, we're not.
Don't you guys reckon there's a difference in mentality between the teams? If you're Southampton and you go down to 9 men and you lose 9-0, and we go down to 9 men and we only lose 2-1. I mean, don't you think there's a difference in mentality there that we've sort of stayed stronger?
No, I think it's because Wolves weren't good enough to stick 9 past us. That's
correct.
the difference.
Really? They wanted to hold on to what they had. They held the ball for about 10 minutes. They were happy to
didn't
play.
attack. They didn't attack us.
United was slightly different as well because they had Southampton had a man sent off after a minute, so United could easily sort of
put
the pressure on, couldn't they? So
it's still 9. It's 9 goals though. It's 9 goals.
Remember, they were.
And let's be honest though, our downfall was ourselves. That was the downfall.
Yeah.
Was the fact that
we were the better team.
We're off. The game's off, lads. We're going.
I've I've been quiet. I've been like,
Come on, Ryan. Ryan, it's just RJ.
It's a rugby game.
We'll do it in 20 minutes. We'll just go yes.
yeah.
It's the
We really got.
Six Nations.
Oh, we stuck the wrong keeper.
That was Jacka. That was Jacka.
That was Gabriel. He should have pressed on the ball.
No, you watched the ball he got. The ball he got was a
Stuck the
strike.
wrong keeper.
Oh my god! Would you believe it?
That was,
Oh my god, Arsenal.
We should have played Runnison. We should have
How
just
long was that,
played him.
Russ? How long was that, Russ?
1 minute 30. Very good.
Oh my
dear.
goodness.
What, we 1-0 down?
Same again.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's
Cedric,
sake.
what are you doing?
Yeah, sorry, it's Cedric's fault. Yeah, sorry.
It's his Scott
Watkins.
deflection,
Oh
though, isn't
my
it? So
God, man.
That was
Yay!
goal.
Off and running,
Shocking.
boys.
Well,
Oh, that's Cedric's. That's Cedric's fault.
that's Cedric.
It was such a shit goal as well.
Oh, Cedric, what are you doing?
Oh my
man.
God, he didn't even get a hit.
Deflection
It's
fucked
just,
up,
yeah,
the deflection
Eggy, innit?
fucked up goalkeeper there.
What a lot.
yeah.
Their holding gets nuts. I don't help, but hey.
Come on, Arsenal.
Was that an own goal or
I'll
not?
show you.
No, it'd be on because
yeah.
the shot was on target. So, fuck's
What a
sake.
poor start, man.
Fucking hell, Cedric.
Arsenal just
I'm
can't
not going to
play
blame Ryan.
after 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
I don't
No,
think
it's got-
you can't blame Gabriel for that. That's Cedric.
No, it was Cedric.
Cedric.
No, I'm going to Cedric for that.
In that
That's all
situation, you just if you're not happy with just clear it, just boot it out. Go to old school measures.
It wasn't under
You know what,
pressure,
Sean?
though.
We've been doing that this
Wasn't under
season quite a
pressure.
lot.
Stick it out.
We've been doing that quite a lot this
Yeah.
season.
And then Watkins,
We just-
obviously, the deflection itself takes it away from Matt Varn because Matt Varn looks to have it covered at one point, and then literally
Yeah.
the deflection fucks him over.
Another deflected
Yeah,
goal. Thank you
but-
very much. I thought it was
No,
Jacka.
it's right. It was Ryan was covering it correctly, and then it took the deflection and went wide.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah.
It all curved wide, didn't it?
Come on.
Yeah, we seem to have this corner technique going to the back person and they just header it back in.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
But
That's a great start, lads. Great start.
It's so easy being an Arsenal supporter, isn't it? So easy.
Oh yeah. Why do we put ourselves through it every season?
Because you
I
keep
was taking up
keep
rugby.
asking us what.
You could say no.
Come on.
Yeah, you know, Martinez is going to turn into a prime Khan now.
Oh dear.
We can't say no though, because you won't let us. You keep sending us links.
I ask if you're available. You say what
to send links just for us to vent our frustration.
Yeah, well.
Oh dear.
Positive
Don't
side
worry,
is
guys.
plenty of
Don't worry,
time.
guys. We got John Wayne in the chat. Don't worry.
John Wayne, yeah, he was on
John Wayne's
yesterday.
Just seen that.
I do not understand Gabrielle's haircut. What is going on?
You know that for ages.
COVID did something to him.
No, that
Come
was
on,
such a
Pepe.
bad
Off balance, mate. Off balance.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said unlucky, man. I think the pass to Smith Rowe was a bit, but it is what it is. We go again.
Oh, yeah. What a start.
Why is Peter Wharton talking? Thank God it's on mute. I can't stand his voice.
I'll tell him.
That was another thing I
He
wanted
looks
to touch
nice
on.
Aston Villa shirt, Peter Wharton, doesn't he?
Yeah, I bet he does. That's probably why he's. Yeah. Sure.
Come on, we go again, Arsenal. We've got plenty of time to get back in there.
Yeah, we go again. It's 5 minutes. Only gone. So.
Do you know what though? We're still, even though we're 1-0 down, we're still starting quicker in this game, and we're still having all the others. It's gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened there, man?
He got done.
Come on, wake up. No, Peter Wharton pissed me off as well this week. When obviously when the appeals were either overturned or not by Arsenal and Southampton respectively. His excuse for one not being overturned for the other, and both even fucking Jake Humphrey said they are the exact same thing, and he just doubled down and went, "No, best friends, we've got to look after each other." I'm just like, oh, whatever.
Of course.
Look at Joel. Look at him, eh? Look, he's got his wife well trained, hasn't he?
Anything for me? Can I just point that out? He never could, ever.
Go away now.
Oh dear. Oh, Thomas is down on for.
I'm not coming around to yours when the lockdown's over, mate.
How are you?
Exactly.
I never get fed at home.
Yeah, when you're
just, invite yourself and all that,
Yeah, I've got no issues doing that.
Oh,
I've noticed. Sam's already booked a flight.
Sam's going to be living with you soon, so.
That was good for me.
There you go. Mate says you can come and move in, Sam.
I'll come and do your maid.
Can you wear one of those?
I'll put on the black dress, I won't bend over too much for you.
Can you wear one of those outfits, Sam?
Yes.
Right, you've got the job.
I'll just make sure I don't bend over too much in front of you. I don't want to get you going.
Honestly, mate.
What you got like, man?
Oh dear. Yeah,
You need to open your freezer again. Get some cold air circulating in your house.
Jesus.
I only got to open the door.
Open the window.
That's what got him arrested first time, Russ.
Oh dear. Stephen is saying, does he deliver to Canada?
Deliver what, Stephen?
He's vacuum packed, yeah.
Oh God, lack of fuck's sake. Now lack of that down.
So what's all this got a concussion substitute now, have we?
They brought that in.
Yeah, it's for the this is the first game.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if they actually use it, eh?
Yeah.
What they're allowed to do? Sorry, 5 subs.
Oh no. Basically, you've got the normal 3 subs, but if the player gets concussion as well, you get an extra sub. You can bring that, and if you've used your fee subs up or whatever, you still,
They should have introduced that ages ago,
couldn't it? Let's be honest. That can be well abused.
Of course it will.
Yes, definitely.
True.
Yeah. All you got to do is, "Are you all right? What's my name?" And you're okay.
Yeah.
That's a comment.
True.
Oh, and then Pepe goes down. What the fuck, man? Come on.
I'm nice. We'll give a bit back.
Oh, the ball just flew up right in his face. Been there before.
Cheddars, you're being a bit harsh on Ryan there, mate, ain't you?
Yeah, too harsh. Part of divine unity, basically.
Yeah. It's always our fault. Bloody hell.
Oh, come on.
Cedric again. Just forcing it now.
Can we just inject Tini with something to get him back in the team?
What is actually wrong with Tierney? Are we still in the dark over it?
What is now?
It's still the calf strains and the muscle injuries in his legs. He's too much of being a bad man. Doesn't want to cover up and just repeat the injuries. I don't mind it, but it's getting now to the point where someone needs to tell him, like, we don't care. Have your photo shoot for 5 minutes and then get back in and wear some tracksuit. I'm just hoping it's not a repeat of, like, we lose against Wolves now, we lose here, and then we just go on a bad run of form.
Well,
I feel
ironically,
like it will be, you know. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it will be.
This month
He's
itself,
so important.
Apart from Leeds, I think it's Leeds next week or whenever.
Next
Sunday. Sorry. Apart from them, all the teams we're playing this month have beaten us early on in the season. And so far, Wolves beat us obviously midweek, so they've got the league double over us already. If Villa win today, they've got another league double. And that's our 10th defeat of the season. And then we've also got Man City and Leicester to come later on in the month.
Yeah. I forgot about Leicester.
And then chuck in, we've got Benfica. However that's going to be sorted. Either 2 legs, 1 leg, whatever.
They should just.
Has that been decided yet as to whether it's going to be a one-off game or?
Nothing's been decided yet. It's still talking about it.
Oh, what?
Haven't they agreed a neutral venue yet?
No, nothing. They haven't agreed anything yet. Nothing's been agreed. It's all been talked about. It's been talked, but nothing's been agreed.
I know. I was reading somewhere that there's a lot of push for them to just do one game and a neutral venue because of the fixture congestion.
It makes sense though.
Yeah.
Just make it like a final.
It's all down to the travel as well.
Yeah.
They're going to have a neutral ground 5,000 miles away from both clubs.
Neutral ground in the Ukraine.
You know it's going to be Dubai or something like that.
Oh, of course it will.
That was stupid.
But the thing is, this is all coming about because as it stands with the rules in place, if we travel to Benfica, we have to obviously travel back. We then have to the whole squad and everyone that travels there has to then go into quarantine for 10 days.
Well, at least we'll get a game in hand.
Well, is it positive at the moment? Maybe.
Well, no, but yeah, I know what you mean. On him. Come on, well done, Saka. Well done. I don't care, man. The game plan is just to neutralise Grealish as much as you can. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we've got other players we've got to watch out for, but he's their main man. You know, you mark him out. It might be a little bit more easier trying to get control back of this game, but till then, these lot need to wake the fuck up. As far as
we've got to wrap him up a bit.
Yeah.
But you know what? If we put Xhaka on him, he's off. You know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, run out and tell him. Run out and
Oh, he should have just left it.
We're allowing them.
What minute are you guys on?
14:06. Come on, get him, man.
I'm trying to get better time because this is ridiculous.
Why
I'm way behind.
Yes, well done. That's quicker, Joel. Well done.
I'm 13:30. I'm well behind.
You're ahead of me. You're trying to get better time.
Come on, let's go. Why is Lacazette all the way there? Come on.
Exactly. Should be in a bloody centre forward position.
Yeah, Smith Rowe plays centre forward. I don't get that. Come on. Come on, man. This is a joke.
Oh, that was...
Holding, take a fucking touch, man. Jeez.
We should do a live watch-along without actually watching it.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, just watching a completely different game where we have no vested interest.
Make it up as we go along.
Yeah.
There's no one to say. Oh, Shaka, you cunt.
Yeah, it might as well just fucking what?
You could just have that on like a tape player, though, Sam, couldn't you? For each game.
Why is Lacazette so deep?
Exactly.
Yeah, what's he doing in midfield?
Well, he's never out to the wing.
The whole point of having Smith Rowe out there is so Lacazette doesn't have to be in midfield.
Yeah, but that still doesn't work. It still doesn't matter. Apparently, so.
Yeah, I think Aubameyang's needed in this game.
A bit early for that.
I don't think he would offer much, you know. I'm not going to lie.
No, it's just someone to like, because I mean, Lacazette's playing like a centre back right now. I don't know where he is at half the time. So like, we need someone just to stay up, just stay there, and just run.
But you know what?
Because they are being high line.
Aubameyang's just been going missing in the times he's been playing. Obviously, he's had stuff on his head. True, but he's just been going missing, man. Half the time. Even when he come on the other day, he didn't even touch the ball much. I think he only got 2 touches. That's about it, and that's before Leno fucking got sent off. So I don't know, man. I think Aubameyang needs to work his ass to get back into the team first. That's my personal opinion.
But Adam seems so confident. He's not exactly oozing confidence in the chat here. Battering incoming, I can't be asked.
It feels that way. It feels that way.
I mean, Villa just looked like they're doing the same tactic they did when they came to the Emirates.
Yeah,
just sit back, wait for us to make a mistake, and counter.
Yeah.
Like now, I just said it. Like now. Traore. Grealish. That's not even Grealish, that's Target, sorry. Look at this, man.
John Terry thinks he's
Come on, Arsenal, get out to them. They're too deep.
Well, apparently John Terry's the favourite for the Bournemouth job, apparently.
Yeah, I find that a bit weird.
I would have thought Frankie Lampard would have fancied
Oh, my God, he's through! He's through! He's through!
Release!
Oh, come on!
You should have done it quicker. That should have been quicker, man. Way quicker.
Come on, that's
no,
it.
Rev.
No foul. What's wrong with that?
Come on, Rev.
Kick him properly, Bellerin.
You'll get a booking for it, but hey.
Oh, come on.
Nothing wrong with that.
Them fouls happen all the time.
Cedric's really
should have pulled
He's struggling massively.
What did he do?
Was that Lacazette? He didn't give
Cedric, really sloppy.
Yeah, he had a brilliant game.
Foul on Grealish. That was better.
Game a couple of games ago. Now he's just really sloppy.
No, sloppy with the ball.
Yeah.
Who should have given the ball through on the wing just now?
Should have gave it to Saka, you know.
You should have given it to Pepe.
Better option.
You should have done it to Pepe, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know what?
Through to Pepe.
Yeah, either way, he should have done 2 seconds earlier.
Do you know what? I say Pepe, but just watching it again, I think whoever the centre back was, Mings, was closing into the centre a little bit tighter. So I think Saka would have been more of a viable option, to be honest.
But again,
no. You watch it again, anyways.
He could play straight between the centre backs. He could play straight between the centre backs with a little bit of outside curl and curled into Pepe.
Also, just took too much time, regardless.
or just not pass it direct to him, just like a curled through ball sort of thing.
That's what I'm saying. Curled through ball between the centre backs, curled it to the left out to Pepe.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weak.
How do you let Barkley get past you like that? Jeez,
weak,
very weak. Oh, that's even worse. Come on. Well done, Holden. Push him back. That's safe, man. It's not going to be a good day if we continue like this.
This feels like Southampton, in the FA Cup.
FA Cup, innit? Yeah, it does. But yeah, we got a better team out. Come on, Swiffer, let's go.
You're right, we've no excuses today.
Nope.
No. There isn't, because unlike the other night.
Unlucky. That's unlucky.
Come on.
Go for it, man. Come on.
It's amazing how Cedric sort of just completely lost it today.
Oh, go on.
Come on, Saka.
Oh,
Come on.
lucky.
That bounce was just... I don't even think we've actually had a shot at Martinez. Even in the last game, I don't remember. Even at the last game, I don't.
No.
I really don't.
I'll tell you what, Barkley seems to have sort of reinvented himself at Villa, really, hasn't he?
Yeah, sort of.
Well, he's actually been given a chance.
Yeah.
You know what?
I've always rated Barkley. He's always been a good player for me.
Tough midfielder, good striker of the ball. I think,
Ryan.
Come on.
You know what? Even like the last few months he was at Chelsea before he went out on loan, he was actually getting a little bit better. I think Mount put a fire off his ass because Mount was getting picked consistently. But
you would have thought he'd be one of those players that Lampard would have wanted to have kept.
Yeah. I think he's better off leaving Chelsea. I told my cousin this. He supports Chelsea. He thinks the same thing. Thinks getting rid of Barkley will be better for everybody. I think. Yeah. He suits that midfield at Villa,
He didn't suit their system, at Chelsea.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't cost enough, that's why.
Oh, Xhaka on the ball. Is the ball going to go forward? Yes, he did. He went forward to Thomas.
Yay!
Oh, come on. Win that. Well done.
Cedric needs to wake up.
Yes. Square.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on, Saka. Do something.
All he needs is a good ball.
Fuck.
Good ball.
We've got a corner.
Back post, header back into the box, and we'll see what happens.
Sam, what's the
No one that
breakfast?
can head of the ball.
I've just had my breakfast. Now I'm just having some sweets.
Full time.
Popcorn.
Nah, it's
Well, that's a first.
Holding's up there.
You're getting at the referee.
Holding can't head
they're like
Smarties.
they're like all sorts, like fruit.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a bath in the past. I thought it was a cola cube.
Go on.
Come on. Handball, and that's an handball.
David said it was before. That's before Arsenal for penalty. Don't give penalties to Arsenal.
You're right,
That was awful, man.
What's the point of that?
Yeah.
What is the point of those floated bloody corners?
Give up.
Saka, you've got to be doing better than that, man. On the poor corner.
This goal pisses me off.
I'm not sure you who it is.
What was
poor
Cedric
defender,
doing
man.
there? Hospital ball. Just ridiculous.
Why'd you turn your back, Holding? Why'd you turn your back?
Yeah, that's another thing. He's smiling, but he would have hit that straight against the keeper.
Well, he's smiling because he was lucky, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but just that, before the last goal he scored, he was on a goal drought.
Well, of course,
he was
we
just on the
Arsenal
plate,
always let strikers who are out of form score against them.
Oh, of course.
He scored against West Ham, didn't he?
No,
Watkins
that's what
has
I'm
had a few
saying.
goals this season. Watkins not out of form.
Yeah.
Nah, he was out of form before the West Ham goal. He was on a drought for quite a bit.
Oh, holding. Sorry, boys, not for me.
I think we all agree with you, Mel.
Everyone tells me it's Beckenbauer.
Who said
I don't
that?
think we go quite that far, Melvin. Come on.
Well, apparently,
Nah,
he's better
there's
than
us. Well, we don't.
He's better than Beckham.
All right, Bobby Moore then.
Oh,
that's an insult because Bobby Moore's one time to the country.
Yeah, you're right. They reckon he's better than what he is. They all tell me he's better than what I see him as.
Well, apparently,
Holdini and all that bollocks. Good Lord.
yeah.
What was it? Me.
As the chant
That's the
goes,
one that gets
Go
me
wide,
nuts.
go wide.
as the chant goes, he's better than Cannavaro. Apparently.
Oh God.
His third choice for me. Oh, we should be seeing. I want to see Mario and Gabriel.
Yeah.
I know. Come on, man. All over the place.
That's
man.
it. Come on.
So tired.
It continues like if it stays 1-0 half time.
Right back. What's going on? Fuck's sake, man.
If it stays like this at half time, like 1-0, but the performance is not getting any better, what does Arteta got to do to change it at half time? Subs wise or what?
Take off Lacazette.
Yeah, I said it. This game is screaming Aubameyang. I think we just need a focal point, someone that's just going to sit there for the attack, for any of the midfielders just to pick out. Lacazette's too deep. He's right next to the midfields, and what option do they really have?
Well, for the first time, literally the last time we did this was before we played Chelsea. I think it's Southampton. And he's always been doing this.
Hedrick, he's off the place, isn't he?
The only thing is,
Lacazette's on the halfway line. What's he doing?
the only thing is he's having to come back because he's not. You know, they're sitting so far back. He's almost having to come back with them to try and support them because the ball's not coming out.
But you do the opposite as a striker. You need to be up there so that there's an outlet there. But he's just seemingly another just void in the team.
How many goals is Lacazette going to score from the halfway line? That's what I want to know.
I think the issue is that we don't actually have a target man.
That's not naive.
Yeah, that's what I've been screaming for.
That's why we need Giroud back, really.
We've lost that element in having someone there, man. Because Aubameyang don't really go for headers, so
you can't header it.
Yeah, we don't mention Naeem on this channel.
Greedy McSheedy there.
Oh, come on, you could have let that in, Martinez. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, against West Ham, I mean, Lingard's goal, fucking hell, man. What was he doing for that? Jeez. Come on.
That's got to be a foul, isn't it, ref? Come on.
Surely. Thank you, ref.
I think West
You're
Ham.
not going to give him a yellow
Grealish,
card or
if that was you-
anything, no.
Come on, Grealish. If that was you, you know what it is.
Yeah, he'd be rolling around all over the place, wouldn't he?
Huh.
All I can say
I like
is
Grealish, he's a good player.
I'm glad we got a corner coach now. Really improved.
Yeah, we don't seem to be scoring any.
None at all.
New goalkeeping coach.
We don't really have many players over sort of 5'8", do we? So
There's nothing wrong with that height. Well, I'm that height, but yeah.
well, you're 5'6", so
5'8".
He literally just said he's 5'8". You called him 5'. No, you're 5'6".
yeah, no.
I know,
With his high heels on, yeah, maybe. But.
Oh shit! That was good. Someone actually tested him. Fucking hell. Mad.
Yeah, it took us how long in 2 games?
Oh, see, I told you he turned into Buffon.
You can't say we've already said it once. We already said it once today.
Yeah, but I'm going to say at the end of the match if it stays the same.
Even though he wasn't.
Me and Russ are going to be pushing the Martinez agenda again, isn't it? Fuck's sake. Come on, man.
Never let it go. Never let it go. That's my gimmick.
No, I'm sorry.
I told you what you get for Christmas yesterday, Russ, in the chat.
Yeah, well, if you can get me one, I will have it. So it's always sort of visible.
Yeah.
I was at Holden.
What's that DIY?
That was a good save.
Yeah.
Was it the postman's a bit violent, isn't he?
Yeah.
Get the fucking door. No, in response to the person in the chat here, kickoff was about half hour ago. Arsenal 1-0 down already. Going by that.
Right, why don't you show the match, mate?
Because I'll get done by YouTube. I'm now monetized, so I can't do it if I wanted to anyway. Because I will get done.
You might. Yeah, I got a little advert before I joined.
Now, Ryan.
As of the 4th.
No! Seriously.
Well blocked. 2 good blocks there, 1 from the keeper.
Chaos.
Fucking hell, man.
Well done, Ryan, and congratulations.
Yeah. Well, so basically, it's even more so. It's even more so now. I can't fucking put a game on the screen for you guys at home because I will get in trouble.
Yeah.
I was just asking so nobody else bothers.
You'll get people from Periscope coming on at one point. Go
run, Saka, run! Come on, run, Saka! It's got
to be red card. Send him off.
Got to go.
Fuck off! Seriously.
Fuck off.
Told you.
Goal scoring opportunity.
What are you praying for,
David Luiz?
That's a red
card.
Did
he take him out? Did he take him out? I can't see it.
You'll see it.
He's taking him out. That's a red card. He's in on goal.
Remember
did he take him out or not? That's the thing.
I'm about to see it in a minute.
But he's the last man. I'm not having it.
But the last man.
The linesman clearly was. It's got to go to VAR. It's got to send him off.
Yeah, bring out the hitman, man.
You know they won't, man. You know they won't.
It won't go to VAR.
Exactly. They've gone past.
Joke. That is a joke. If that was Arsenal player, he'd be sent off.
Yeah, he's
sent off. Instantly.
Well, first of all, it's not a clear goal-scoring opportunity, is it?
It could be.
He's in on goal. He's the last man, Sam.
He's 40 yards from goal.
He's the last man.
It's Saka. He's got a bit of pace to him.
There's another defender further along you could be running in.
No, but
that was the same with Luiz, and Luiz still got sent off.
No, that was inside the fucking box. Come on, guys. Can we please stop being idiots?
Holden was right there as well.
Can we please stop being idiots?
But also,
last man.
It's 40. Look at the defender at the bottom there. You're telling me he can't get there?
Yeah, but anyway, I was going to say, but also he's playing.
He's 40 yards away.
I know the Six Nations are starting today, but there's no need to play rugby.
It's not the same 40 yards away as inside the box. I mean, come on.
I agree with you, Sam. I agree with you. But I remember Arteta getting sent off 40 yards from
I remember that, yeah.
Actually, remember that, Sam?
I don't remember that, no. I don't remember every time.
Definitely. Do you remember it, Ryan?
Yeah, I remember when you mentioned it, yeah. Now you mentioned it, I remember it, yeah.
All I will say is, no comment.
Not getting involved.
Why aren't we head a ball?
Come on.
Holding again. I'm telling you, why does he go up? He cannot head a ball. He cannot head a ball, the geezer. He's all right for heading balls out.
3 people around him.
He's missed against Hunter Southampton, missed an open goal. I can probably pick another couple out as well. He cannot hit the target. Let me know when he's ever hit the target.
And that target plays for Villa.
I was going to say, he got a bit of Leicester back as well. He's hit the crossbar.
Even Santi Cazorla got a head up better.
Yeah, well.
And he was 3'9".
Cazorla,
and he'd have a bounce afterwards.
Oh my fucking.
Come on. Yes, Partey. Well done. Start again, lads.
Oh.
Lacazette, just give it to him.
Come on, seriously. Just
would you play it? Pepe, please do something.
Pepe, please. No, don't shoot.
No.
Cross one, I think.
Do you think it's a nervous thing with Holding? Every time Holding makes a mistake, he laughs.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't like that. that.
Yeah, it's a defence mechanism.
Yeah,
Good save from Ryan.
Don't
though.
trust people like that.
Yeah, Ryan made a really good
Yeah,
save.
but that's like
there, and
Leno.
then
Yeah, well done,
Ryan.
Ryan. Well done.
Yeah, but when Leno makes a mistake, he goes straight to he drinks drinks water out of his bottle. It's like a baby. I see Bamford do it as well.
He's got his blankie behind him as
Go
well.
on, Bellerin. Good balling. Good balling.
Come on, that was I knew it.
Take the ball. Come on,
Bloody hell,
Laka.
Gee, you're playing
Go
the
back to
advantage.
Bellerin.
Why doesn't Pepe play him in? For fuck's sake.
Come on, Joe. Come on.
Oh,
We just make it so hard for ourselves by not fucking playing the right balls.
Cedric! Fuck's sake, you're pissing me off today.
That's not Cedric's fault. That.
Wait, a yellow card for what?
Who got booked?
For breathing.
That's a fucking farce. Let me see this again.
Just for putting
Are you
that shirt.
serious, bro?
Who's giving me a yellow card for that?
He slipped. He
Oh,
slipped and he got the yellow
whatever,
card. Who got the yellow
That's a
card?
fucking joke.
Oh, he got the yellow card, didn't he?
So effectively, I'm not.
I thought Saka did.
No, the
Honestly,
Villa player got
Saka
yellow
did.
card.
Are you sure?
Oh,
I didn't see
Alright,
any yellow card being given.
I saw the
Surely
yellow card, but I
VAR
didn't see
send the ref off
the
that,
name
mate.
didn't come up saying who it was.
Give him the fucking ball, yeah.
Oh, come
Fuck's sake,
on.
man.
Oh, what is Cedric doing?
Cedric.
Doing what Cedric does.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
you're
Oh
right.
yeah,
Ross.
it's come up
My
now. Yeah,
apologies.
yeah. It's
I
come
don't
up.
know why. That's
Yeah.
a bit harsh, really, but you know.
If Cedric scores a screamer, I forgive him. But up to this point, it is shocking, isn't it?
We've got
It's
no left back.
Said that about Willian,
Ridiculous.
and he still ain't done that. So, boy,
We haven't got a left back.
I think we move Saka into left back and bring Martinelli or something.
No.
on.
Can't be second.
nah, we can't. Saka's too creative, man.
I just
Yeah,
think
but I
he's
think
got to do
that's-
something.
I know what you mean, though.
I think that's the only
Yeah.
equivalent, though, really,
Mm.
to be fair.
Yeah, it's all
because
can
you
do,
look, who
but-
else have we got for left back? We haven't.
Unless
We've
you,
got anyone
unless,
else.
unless you're putting Gabriel or Pablo Mardi there.
Oh,
both
oh,
left back
oh,
What was
players.
that party? For
Not
God's
even
sake.
risk
I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying.
But
No,
what was
I
it? Saka
get
didn't
what
fucking run, did
I
he?
get what you're saying, right? But
He just stood there like an idiot.
we know Gabriel can be rash a little bit. That's the issue as well. So, I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. But other than Saka, actual left-footed defender-wise, is either Gabriel
True.
or Pablo Mardi.
Our movement is so poor.
But
Unless
then
they
they
bring a
offer nothing going
youngster.
forward.
Unless they
No,
move
it's
a youngster.
true.
Our movement is so piss poor. We don't run into space. We don't fucking make ourselves available. I mean, this is all
Big
coachable
man.
stuff.
This has
so
been
slow.
happening for ages. This has been happening for
I know,
years
it's all
now.
coachable stuff. You can coach this on the fucking training ground.
Yeah,
Well,
but some
some
players
players-
But we play little triangles instead and do five-a-sides instead because that's much more important.
But also as well, we've been hearing and seeing like pictures go up where the young lad from our youth under 23s been brought into the actual Arsenal first team to train alongside him for the last few weeks. So where the hell is he? Why is he not even on the bench?
Who's he training alongside?
No, he's only brought in for training. He's only brought in for training.
No,
That's
but I'm
what it
saying,
is.
well, at least give him a chance. It's got to be better than what we've got at the moment, especially with Tierney not being available.
That could be,
Well done,
what he
brother.
needs, you know?
I suppose so.
You know, you've got to give
I
people
don't
a
even think
chance.
he's ready, anyways. I know what you're saying.
Well,
I
I
don't
know-
even think he's ready, man.
I know, but I'm just saying, literally, if he's training, just fucking throw him, put him on the bench at least, give him some time, and then bring him on or something like that,
Yeah.
because this is
Why not? Give him
ridiculous.
a go. Give him a go.
No,
He might be
I
good.
hear you. It's just
Yeah.
starting him I'm a bit worried about. Do you know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know
I
what you're saying,
100% get where you're coming from. At least put him on the bench.
yeah.
It's pointless.
Well, I'm saying, oh,
But you know what? We said that with Balogun as well. He's been training with the first team and he still gets plays the under 23s. Do you know what I mean?
or you
That's
or the
what
UEFA Cup game.
That's one I just can't figure out, to be honest.
Well, this is another thing. He's Balogun, because of the Europa League squad's been rejingled now and all that because of the transfers and all that. Bellinghams still in the actual squad for that, along with Martinelli and all that. Van Arsenal's been dropped completely from the squad. So we've got like 5 goalkeepers. He's not even one of the 5 goalkeepers being picked.
Yeah, what's that about? Why have we got so many fucking goalkeepers in the Europe? That don't make no sense to me, man.
Because we had loads of defenders and we sold them all, so we had to buy a load of something else.
But you put that somewhere else.
We got a good discount from Costco.
It's like I used to look after this lady that had OCD, and every time she went to the shop, she'd have to buy like an air freshener, and it's kind of like Arsenal. They'll have to go to the shop and have to buy the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah, well, that's Arsenal for that. Fuck's sake!
Oh, Jacker!
Oh, Jacker!
See, I knew that was going to come. I knew there was going to be an old Jacker.
Yeah, well, for the moment of time.
It took us 40 minutes to get there.
We've only had him for 5 seasons doing this. I mean, it's
Quick, he's dead. No.
It's like we're masochists, isn't it?
Oh,
we love it.
You're pissing me off.
We love to hurt ourselves.
We love sending him out just to abuse ourselves.
Yeah.
Uh,
But hey, because Party's here, he's okay now. Xhaka can't be criticised.
Some people pay for that sort of thing.
Football fans.
Hey, come on.
And we paid about 30 odd million to abuse every week.
Oh my days!
Oh man, we're gonna end up if we carry on like this. We're gonna end up 10th this season. Facts.
If we're lucky, it's right.
If we're lucky, good point.
Yeah. Tim Golden in the chat's been a bit of a cheeky, one of my subs.
Yeah, I've seen him 14 Golden. Yeah, laugh.
Right. Well, that
I
was
see
really
what
good.
Grealish is doing, you know. I see what he's doing.
You've got the wrong game.
You're a few days late.
Yeah. About 3 games
watching Southampton.
Was all right.
Still watching Southampton in the league game. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, and that's when he played for Southampton.
Oh God.
Holding, come back, Holding. Wasting your time, mate. Wasting everybody's time.
He scores from this, I'll be
Holding. Go to the halfway line and put your deck chair out. You'd be better off.
It was a desk chair.
What was that? He wasn't sort of.
Oh my God.
He wasn't 10 yards away, was he?
They are targeting.
Oh, what? They got to retake that. Yeah, they got to retake that, innit?
Yeah, he went 10 yards, was he?
They're going in hard on Saka, aren't they? Like you say, Ryan. They're targeting him. They're targeting him.
In the last 5 minutes, how many fouls he's had in it?
You know why they're doing that? Because they're probably thinking we're going to do that with Grealish. That's why.
No, they're doing it because he's a key player, and they're trying to stop him at all costs.
But that's what I basically said. The same thing with Grealish. He's their key player. So
are we doing it to Grealish though? Are we doing it to Grealish though? Because last time we didn't touch him.
Arsenal don't target any players really.
No, they don't do that.
That's the problem. We need to be doing that.
How the fuck did you just hit a free kick straight into the Villa player?
Well, because he wasn't 10 yards.
You should still be able to fucking get it around him.
Oh, Bellerin, for fuck's sake.
The ball wasn't even kicked, so he started running. That's a booking, surely.
No, it won't be.
It's encroachment.
No, it won't be.
Yeah. Surely
you're not supposed to be there.
That's the law that they all
Holding. Look at Holding. Look at that.
Stop it, Ryan.
Is that happening? Unlucky, Pepe.
Can I just say, me and Sam will catch up in a minute, so just bear with us.
Yeah. A few minutes later.
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
I dream for the day when we're on BBC One again.
Or not?
Or Amazon.
Yeah.
You got away with that, man. Fuck.
Yeah, and other such channels.
In America, they get all our games for like fucking £6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Every single game in the league, literally.
That's crazy.
The only thing we get over here that's cheaper than over there is the wrestling.
Oh my god.
Is that still going?
Yeah.
They still got enough steroid monsters for that.
I'm still waiting for Hulk Hogan to come back.
Mate, he was on SmackDown the other night.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, apparently so, but I don't want him anywhere near there. So I'm still angry at him.
Most of them are dead anyway.
Haven't they all killed themselves yet from depression and steroids?
Yeah, most of them are dead, I think.
Most of them. Yeah, most of them have.
Yeah.
Some of them go into acting in Hollywood and all that.
Yeah.
And then they kill themselves.
Oh God.
You think The Rock is just like, it's just amazing what he's done, really.
Yeah.
You think the pioneer was Hulk Hogan, and then after Hulk Hogan, he was the one that broke the mold, and then The Rock's kind of just taken it to a new level.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's done some films as well.
So it's John Cena.
Was it? Yeah. Even Triple H. Even Triple H dipped his hand in the acting. Was it? He was in Blade Trinity.
He was in Blade 3.
Have you seen him? Right? He was in a film called Blockers. If you haven't seen it, that is actually quite funny.
John Cena.
The best. Joel, you're a film guy. You'll get this one. The best wrestling guy acting role was it Randy Piper in that? What was it called? They Live, whatever it is.
They Live. Yeah, that was a good film.
Hell Comes to Frogtown. That was good.
Oh, Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. Yeah, Roddy Piper.
Yeah,
Roddy Piper. You was gonna say Randy Savage, wasn't it?
Randy Piper.
I got the names mixed up. I went Randy Piper instead of Roddy Piper.
Randy Savage was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He was in Spider-Man. I remember that. When I was a kid, I was like, what? Fucking hell. That was time ago, man. It's crazy. They're both gone now. Shit. Crazy.
My favourite was when I was watching a bit of that WWF and that when I was a kid. My favourite was The Undertaker. I loved him.
Undertaker.
I loved him.
Ultimate Warrior was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hitman.
And Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah. I met him actually, Bret Hart. He was down here a couple of years back. I was like 18, so 10 years ago. He was doing a book signing at Forbidden Planet.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've got a picture with him on my birthday. That was weird. Like my friends didn't even tell me where we were going and that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, have you noticed something different? Saw bare people wearing pink and black." And it didn't click to me yet. I was thinking, it's a bit weird.
It's one of those nightclubs you used to go to, no?
It explains so much.
Everyone wearing pink and black. Everyone wearing pink and black.
Hello. Well, we're wearing pink and blue today, so.
Yeah.
Oh God. Nah, that was fun though. It was a fun.
I met Legion of Doom.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Vader. Geez.
Vader was an absolute
They're all
beast.
dead. All three of them are dead.
Yeah.
It must be you, Joel.
And the Bushwhackers.
Touch of death, Joel. Fucking Grim Reaper, isn't he?
Yeah, that's his wrestling name, the Grim Reaper.
So is everyone still up for meeting up afterwards?
As long as we can keep our distance.
Yeah, that's moving in apparently.
They're all playing below par, I'm afraid, gentlemen, at the moment. They've got that
It's a 12 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday, which is absolutely rubbish.
It's been like for years though.
We can't play 12 o'clock on a Saturday. We can't play 8 o'clock in the evening. When is it we can play?
Just 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
3 o'clock, yes.
3 o'clock or 5:30. That's our thing.
We need to go and play in Dubai, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather doesn't suit us.
No, we need to fucking improve in the second half. This is terrible.
Every one of our players needs to improve.
We're second half team. For a second
Get
half
Pepe
team.
off. Get Pepe off. He's fucking useless.
Oh,
Just needs more time, doesn't he, Russ?
Stephen is.
I'm going to get my sleeping. I'll watch the Super Bowl tomorrow night.
Oh my days! I can't be asked.
I can't start watching that live. It takes 4.5 hours and fucking 3 hours is all adverts.
3 hours. 3 hours is the national anthem.
Yeah. Half-time show and all that.
Yeah, don't get started on half-time show.
Got half an hour half-time show where they drag on some crinkly old fucking has-been.
Don't they show trailers at half-time as well?
Yeah, like TV spots and things like that for upcoming.
Yeah, it costs like $1 couple of million quid, doesn't it?
Oh, no, you know what it cost this year, guys? I saw it there. There was an article on it over here. 30 seconds Super Bowl primetime advertisement, £5 million.
Yeah.
Get me two.
For a few seconds.
We should have our live watch-along
30 seconds.
Yeah.
A 30-second spot. A 30-second spot at prime time, at the peak time during the Super Bowl. 30-second spot is £5 million.
We should have a 30-second slot of the full Melvin.
Yeah.
Melvin's paying for it. Just doing his wiggle.
With his dungeon money.
I'll tell you what, though, they do make them special for the Super Bowl. And so there's been so many good adverts. There've been so many good ones, just made for the Super Bowl.
How many people watch the Super Bowl in America?
Loads. It's one of the most popular.
It's like the FA Cup final.
People worldwide coverage in, not just for the United States to pay that much money. There's only 300 million people in the States.
No, it is worldwide. It's big companies, Melvin. It's huge companies.
Well, there are millions watching it then. Absolutely millions.
It's like Coca-Cola. It's like Coca-Cola. It's like the big companies like that.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is basically the American equivalent of like the FA Cup or Champions League final, basically for us here in Europe.
I'd say it's bigger than that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that we should do a watch along for it. Imagine the amount of people you get watching it.
Oh yeah, but fucking the hours you have to put in for it, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I've got to go.
None of us would know what was going on or anything. Just be like, he's thrown the ball. Wow.
He's thrown it.
Oh, it's another advert. Oh, okay, cool.
They're dancing again.
They'll all pick their teams. This, that, and the other. We'll pick our teams.
Oh, he's hit him. Oh no. Oh, I wonder if he's hurt. Oh.
Oh my God.
Talking about those Super Bowl lads, there's been quite a few good ones, but one I remember because this shows you how effective it was by how different they were. This is many years ago now. I can't remember when, but it's many years ago. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it's Pepsi. They had this advert where they just had a bunch of chimpanzees playing music, like a band together.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And you're thinking of the monkeys years ago, aren't you?
The monkeys.
PG.
There's a bunch of like chimpanzees like playing music or doing something stupid, and there was a narrator and said, so we spent all this money on this advert, so we thought we'd spend it wisely just by showing you a bunch of random monkeys doing stuff, basically. And it just stuck on it. It did the trick. It made you think about it.
I mean, one of the best adverts was that Coca-Cola advert when it the world to sing in perfect harmony. That one. Remember that one?
That was a good one. Yeah.
Unbelievable advert.
That was good.
Some people singing on the edge of a cliff.
Tim saying, nice to know there's no more beef with other Arsenal YouTubers. Also, Sentiment FC's joined us. Big up Ryan and Uncle Melvin and the panel.
Big up.
Yeah.
Uncle Melvin.
Big up.
No, all I'm going to say is, if we did do a watch along tomorrow, don't do it from your beds, please. I'm not in any controversy.
Put the tissues away.
What happens if I get an itchy thigh?
I'm chucking you out.
Anyway, I forgot to say hello to the new guy. Who's the new guy?
Yeah,
there's quite a few. There's a couple that was in here that are new. There's Adam that's coming a couple of times every now and then. Brownie's in the chat as well.
Ryan,
I'm talking on the stream with us. The guy top middle.
Yeah, so Scooter Souls. Yeah, it's just a new one on the scene. Yeah, so
it's got a good channel. I've watched some of his videos. It's very good.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the madhouse.
Yeah.
Welcome to the house of fun.
This will be
your first.
She's as much as on the panel as what we are. So.
I mean, with no fans at the stadium, man, this is like the next best thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
I think if you're here in the stadium, like, yeah.
I'm not a captain. I want to make myself a cup of tea.
It can't be repeated.
It is.
Two sugars for me, Melvin. 2 sugars.
Two sugars.
It is for you, mate.
No sugar for me, mate. I'm sweet enough.
Me and Sam are about 2 minutes behind.
No, I mean, you get fans in the stadium 2 minutes later, they're reacting to the thing, so don't worry.
Yeah, I would have missed the goal today if I'd have been going to the stadium.
It looks so stupid that Zoom thing. They had this. What is this? In Denmark, and they trialed this. They had a whole wall, like on the side, a whole wall of Zoom screens.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
with like 1,000 different people all logged in on Zoom. And everyone was lagged like 3-4 minutes behind. It looks so stupid, you know. That's all reacting to a goal like 3 minutes later, you know. It's so stupid.
Literally, Man City trialled that back in the summer, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Smaller screens, and obviously that didn't go well. I said, well, fuck that. We ain't doing that anymore.
So,
that lag is
what's your prediction for the second half then? What are you going with?
Well, we need to get Pepe off, put Martinelli on. We need to start.
Do you think Aubameyang for Laka?
Maybe.
Yeah, I suppose so,
but Laka needs to play his fucking position. I mean, what's he doing in? You know, he's everywhere but up front.
He's got 10 more minutes for me. If you don't fucking step it up, then Aubameyang someone.
Well, literally, he's doing everything he was doing before that Chelsea game, where he's just dropping everywhere he shouldn't be. And Cedric, for me, Cedric's been the worst player on the pitch.
You're not the manager. You're not the manager, so it's not going to make a difference, is it?
I'll take off Pepe and put on Martinelli because Martinelli can start. He can start working with.
Fuck you.
Start working with the boys up front.
Oh shit! You killed me, I swear. But
it's all good fun.
Do you know what, Cedric? I think I'm gonna have to warm up to that stacker right there, man. Because Cedric's just.
There's no one else either. There's no one else.
No, that's the thing. So we're gonna have to move him back, and then probably just put Martinelli on the flank.
Unless you literally move a centre back.
We can't take. No. We can't put Saka at left back, guys. We can't put Saka at left back. He's one of the guys who can score us a goal, isn't he?
No, I know, but this is what I was saying earlier. I didn't want that to happen, but when you think about it, Cedric has been so awful.
You can't sacrifice one of the best goal scorers.
No, but the issue is, though, he's the target of Aston Villa right now. So if you move him back, at least he can be effective in a creative role, moving further back. And then what
he goes forward anyway.
He
lets whoever's playing wing drop back, and he'll go forward anyways. So
he's not going to get into a goal scoring opportunity, is he, from left back?
He's done it before, though. He's done it before in the past.
It's much more difficult, isn't it? It's much more difficult from left
back.
I get you.
But
if you look at how Tierney plays, Tierney is an attacking defender. So if you've got Saka playing that same sort of role, you've got almost like a like for like, not defensively, but you've got a like for like going forward. But then who do you swap out to get into where?
But then you're not. Yeah, but then you're going to lose out up front. You're going to lose out up front with that. There's going to be no cohesion up front.
I know.
But to be Cedric's the weak link. We've got to do something, haven't we?
He's the weakest link at the minute.
Yeah, so
you are the weakest link. Fuck off.
So you know. I agree with
you know what?
I'll
reply if she actually said that at the end of one of the episodes.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh shit!
Oh, I actually cried.
Warren's in the chat as well, saying hi, chap. On my way home to obviously watch.
Hey, Warren, mate. How
What's
you doing,
happened so
mate?
far? Where do you want us to start?
Oh, mate, we started at we let a goal in after 2 minutes, Warren. We let a goal in after 2 minutes, and Cedric's having an absolute nightmare at left back today, which is a bit weird because recently he was good. And basically, we're not playing very well. We've had a couple of chances. We haven't really tested Martinelli apart from a free kick.
Martinez.
Sorry, Martinez. Sorry, not Martinelli, Martinez. So not great. We're not looking very good so far. We need to do a lot better in the second half.
Saka's been targeted as well.
Saka's been targeted. Yeah, he's getting a lot of hard tackles.
Isn't Warren your parole officer? He's trying to find you a job, isn't he?
He's my parole officer. Yes. I was recently just released.
Don't go into details, mate.
No, don't worry. I won't tell you. Don't tell you. It's all right.
Hey, I knew he was going to say it. When? That Ragnar.
I'm going to go over there. Ragnarcock.com. You like it? I know you like it.
Steve in the chat saying Martinelli on Lacazette, more pace in the middle.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I want to put Martinelli on. All right, to take Pepe off. To be honest, Pepe's fucking useless.
But there's no harm in putting Martinelli on up top with Aubameyang and take Pepe and Laka off. There's no harm in that.
Yeah.
No. We've got to change it. We've got to change it.
And they could play either way round. They could rotate between each other. That's the beauty of it. So they can both play on the left and they can both play down the middle. So let them interchange and play going forward. You know, Cedric's literally, this is his perfect time to try and stamp his authority. This is the time he should be going for it.
Yeah,
he just fell off a cliff today, hasn't he?
Yeah, Warren Watkins scored for them in 2 minutes. He was the one who scored for them, and there's a deflected goal, really. So deflected enough of holding, a bit sloppy. And we got Ryan in goal. He's fit today. He's done quite well. So Rudesson's on the bench.
He's in a wheelchair, but he's doing all right.
Taib in the house. Big up, Taib. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Hey.
Oh dear.
Got all the legends in the chat. We've got Steve Misfit. We've got Warren.
They're all coming in slowly, surely.
Taib.
Thank fuck for that.
Punos on. Yeah, that's basically what he should be called.
I want to give a massive shout out to myself.
Oh dear. Any more little clips you're doing on Twitter later on?
Which ones?
Any tributes or anything like that?
I'll sing one.
Yeah.
Was your the pictures you was taking, Joel, by the seaside? Was that Clacton?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out pretty quick.
It's not bad around Clacton. If you go, of course you know the area, but you know Clacton a bit further north, like that Frinton or whatever it's called. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah. The only problem with Frinton is you've got to pay 20p to go to their toilets. I ain't doing that. So I just pissed up against the side of the building.
I just pissing some random guy's coffee cup.
Yeah, in response to Taib, I haven't seen John in the chat for a couple watch-alongs now. So he might be just busy.
John 1886, hopefully he's all right.
Yeah,
Did he change his name, Sam? Did he change his name or something?
Yeah, that's what I was
John
thinking.
1886. No.
I remember he changed it to something.
He changed it to 1890 something for once, didn't he?
He's got old bitch, isn't he?
I was fucking stupid, but yeah.
He was here all the time. Big up Richard from the over and over again positive Arsenal channel saying this is a second half for Odegaard to shine.
Yeah, we need to bring in some creativity. Yeah. I'd like to see him come on.
Who did you take off for him then? You take off Smith Rowe or what?
Don't know.
To be fair,
no, I'd like to see them both go. I'll take off Xhaka. That's what I'd do.
Surely you could take off Pepe, put Saka on the left, and put Odegaard on the right.
They can try that.
Yeah.
Try that.
That's true. Odegaard can play there.
Because Odegaard can play on the right as well as.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, my brother was saying this the other day.
So
can Smith Rowe, you know. That's a point as well. Smith Rowe can also play on the wings as well.
Yeah, you're right, Warren. There is no chip shops on the seafront.
It's very nice there. My dad lives in Clacton. He's I've been there a few times.
Yes, you're not allowed. They won't have a chip shop on the seafront because they said it's too common.
Frinton is nice. It is nice. Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah, no. Also, Richard's saying Smith Rowe or Pepe off in his opinion, but it looks like Pepe's staying on.
Pepe off.
Well, he doesn't change anything at half time, does he? He doesn't
it's going to be another 80 minutes, 89 minutes, and then we'll see a change happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. You're right.
All I'm going to say is,
2-0 game over.
You fit in so well with our optimism.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
That's what it is. I do love Arteta, but some of his choices are questionable sometimes, and his
substitutions aren't the best, are they?
No,
Wenger in at half time because it's going to be the same thing happening.
I blame Xhaka.
Oh, come on.
I blame Bill Gates.
Yeah, it's always.
Oh, here we go again.
Personally, I blame Trump.
Trump, all right.
I'll have to hit Bill Gates up to get that vaccine that controls people. Maybe we'll start to see.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We can start remote controlling fucking Erdogan.
Just put him on. Forget it.
We've got FIFA. All of a sudden, we FIFA. We can fucking control them all like FIFA. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Now, when I was a kid, I genuinely thought that's how football was played. I just thought someone was there with a controller playing them.
So the man gets picked out each week, each match day. It's your turn today. It's your turn today.
Warren used to play cricket for Clacton on contract. Bloody hell, Warren. You get around, don't you, mate? Bloody hell.
All my days.
I wouldn't tell everyone.
No. We all know where you live now.
You don't know where I live. I would never disclose that information.
Russ does.
I bet you're somewhere to Colchester, somewhere close to Colchester, aren't you? That's where you are.
I'm a Colchester boy originally.
Hold it.
He's done again, Holden. Tell me how good he is.
And that's all I'm saying.
You're in Braintree.
No, blimey, the end of the earth.
What do you mean corner?
I used to drive there every week sorry, phone's going on. To get to Arsenal.
That must be Sky Sports.
Yeah. Stop complaining about us.
It's the VAR.
Will we give you a penalty today? Yes.
They're phoning him for a VAR decision.
Yeah. See, even that would work better.
Bloody hell, Warren's an interesting bloke. He's been a high-level referee. He's been a semi-pro cricket player. Bloody hell.
Can I just say, though, we've never seen a picture of Warren, so he could actually, in fact, be a 75-year-old woman.
Could be.
Hermaphrodite.
I have to attest to him being a male because I have spoken to him on the telephone. So, I'm very sure it was a male I spoke to on the telephone.
Did you say cough, please, down the telephone?
He's a lovely guy. Warren's a lovely guy. Good to have him in the chat.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Who's there, man? Fuck's sake. This is getting frustrating. It's so obvious we need a target, man. No,
Warren's going to send us some proof. It's all right, lads. Saturday evening's done then.
Keep it PG though. Keep it PG. We don't want to see,
We can make some Christmas cards with them early.
Christmas cards. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
My days. Depending on what sort of pictures they are, if they're of a certain nature, send them to Chig.
Yeah.
Right, you almost
send them
made
to
it
Brownie.
sound like you were interested for a second then. Well, it depends what the pictures are, but, I might have a look.
I'm not completely against it. It depends what they are.
Yeah. I'm not fussy or anything.
Too old to be fussy these days.
Get up! Oh, you're such a fucking shit guy, man. Oh,
save,
good save,
Ryan.
Nice
save from Ryan there. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Ryan.
You can fight out between you.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh,
This is looking like a bit of win.
yeah, it does.
Well, it is at the moment because we don't seem interested at all, do we? Let's be honest.
No.
You look disappointed, man.
I can't put that up on the screen. There's no way.
Warren's going for a yellow man queen in a Crocs face mask. That'll do for Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, send that to Chick. I love that.
When we're allowed out again.
Come on. Run.
That can be 30 seconds of that at the Super Bowl. Just Warren's picture
Yeah.
for 30 seconds.
Oh,
That was shit, man.
They can defend these crosses all day long, you know that, don't you?
No one in the box.
Of course they can. This is their game plan. They've done this at us at home.
Jesus.
They just think, oh, well, we'll do this again. What's changed? That's how they're looking at it.
We're making it look easy for them, aren't we? I mean, we're just not fucking putting any pressure on them.
Oh, God.
Well,
that was awful, Barkley.
We're just letting them play their football, aren't we?
We're allowing them.
We're not giving them anything at all.
They play simple football. They play simple, effective football, and it works.
Because they're allowed
it's just
to play
basic counter attacking because we're throwing everybody up there. And then when we lose the ball and make a mistake, they're like, let's go. That's it.
I mean,
I've seen it
Lingard
enough
made
times this season.
we can't.
Oh,
don't say that.
That was accidental. That was.
Don't say that. But, I'm the one that's usually saying that.
Yeah, can we have the Willian that plays for Wolves because he does a lot more than ours does?
Yeah, the William plays the Wolves, makes contact and flies over like a fucking. He sits on a banana skin.
Yeah, but at least he gets the challenges correct.
Yeah, at least he actually gets.
Not good enough. Not good enough, man.
Unlucky.
No.
Sake.
That's why we're on the pitch. We can't do stuff like that, but.
That was so poor, man. Looking at the ball, head up, man. Basic shit. Come on.
Can we play the Villa team from the 2015 Cup final, please?
Yeah, we don't have Alexis Sanchez anymore.
No, we don't.
He's warming up. Or is it like a 20-minute warm-up before you're allowed on?
Yes, it is.
35 minutes.
Yeah,
sorry.
He'll probably come on in 60-something minutes. Oh,
The
for
thing
fuck's
is, though,
sake. Take him out!
Mate. Just fucking tackle, please.
Take him out! Take the yellow!
When we actually make a counter-attack, they don't look comfortable at all, Villa. So it's just that it's coming back to that final third again, isn't it? We just don't seem to know what to do. We get to that point and then we make the wrong decision. It just...
Yeah, in response to Warren in the chat, he's asking who the centre back pairing is. It's Rob Holding and Gabriel. Mari's on the bench.
Is he watching this on the radio?
I think he's on his way home because he's been working first off.
Centre back pairing, yeah, we got it. Ryan's covered it. Yeah, Aubameyang's warming up. All the subs are warming up, aren't they? All the subs.
Yeah.
Surely we've got to make a sub soon. Or two.
Very soon.
We've got to. Otherwise, you can't leave a game like this because it's just going to sit there.
This is why I'm not on Arteta's side. Like I'm just like waiting for him. He has to change my mind because he just does the same things. Like
will this be the third game on the trot?
Leave it too late. Sorry.
Will this be the third game on the trot that we haven't scored against Villa?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, it actually will be because they beat us in the summer in the Premier League return thing 1-0, beat us 3-0 at our place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this will be the third game in the trot. We don't score today.
So yeah, we've only beaten them once. That's a joke. Come on!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Bring on Erdegaard. Fucking go for it. Why are we such pussies? Fucking bring on Erdegaard and fucking go for it.
He's there. Shoot! Emil, come on!
Oh, unlucky lad.
That's unlucky, man. Same time, I think Pepe should have got the ball because he was open as fuck. But
I'll tell
whatever,
you,
man. Emil had a go.
Our best player so far, because I don't blame him for the first goal at all, but our best player so far is Matty Ryan.
That's saying something.
It does. But how many times have we said Leno was our best player in certain games?
Yeah, and the thing is, and we're 1-0 down, and yet he's our best player.
Exactly.
No one's really done very well, have they? You're right, Joel.
Benjamin, what was that?
There's no injection of pace or passion at all, is there? It's so flat. So flat.
I can't be bothered. I just got out of bed this morning.
Bellerin, you are fucking shite, mate. You are fucking shite.
Yeah. Good touch, Pepe.
I
Give
think
it to him. What are you doing? Send it there.
I think Emil Smith-Rowe will come off for
That's right.
Yeah, he probably will.
He looks knackered.
He probably will. Yeah, well, he's not used to so much Premier League football, like all in one go. So we're gonna have to try that. Oh, unlucky Bellerin. That was actually a decent shot. Fucking hell. Surprised, but yeah.
He has scored one like that this season.
What are you up to? What time are you on?
I'm 55:08.
I'm 55, 17, 18.
I'm on 56, 11.
Yeah, I'm with Russ.
What are you on?
Where Russ is on then?
56, 16 now. So about a minute ahead.
Yeah, I'm 55:30.
Melvin's watching Wolves Arsenal.
What, the Emirates?
Well, Melvin's got his Amazon basket open.
Square it! Come on,
then.
Come on! Oh, fuck's sake!
Got nothing against Villa's defending's been really good today. Really, really good.
Oh dear.
Making them look good though, man. They haven't been great lately.
Their defending's been pretty good though.
Sentiment FC.
Yeah, but that's because we're none in attack.
Sentiment FC saying John Terry's done a job on us. I feel he's done well from Jose.
Aubameyang's coming up, lad.
Oh, come on, Aubameyang. Forgot it.
And then we have Chig's.
Take Pepe off, won't they?
We have talking about Chig earlier. We have Chig's #1 fan in the chat.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I like the name.
Oh, for God's sake, what happened there?
How do you miss that?
We're too predictable. We literally play the same corners every time.
Yeah, we do. It's pissing me off, man.
It sounds like this new set piece taker's just got
over down or not?
Way of playing.
He's pulled him. He's got his shirt.
Oh, what? Oh,
he's got his shirt.
What the fuck, man?
He's got to pull it down then.
Penalty.
That's got to be a penalty then.
That's a penalty.
Oh, what's VAR saying? Nothing. I didn't see it. VAR didn't see it.
He's coming off anyway. He's coming off. He's coming off.
Fucking hell.
He's coming off for Aubameyang now.
Like Mark
He's bothered, man. He's by decisions again.
He's pulled him down.
Who's coming off?
Aubameyang coming off the Lacazette.
Oh, I thought it was bad.
I'm gonna call it. He's gonna win us the game.
Why didn't VAR look at that? Seriously.
Why did we not get a penalty? Again.
Fucking VAR doesn't even bother looking at it.
Oh, see. You've upset Melvin now. You've upset Melvin. He's moved the camera.
Call him up, mate. Just tell him it's wrong. That's disgusting, man. That is ridiculous.
There is no VAR in an Arsenal game.
How many fucking times does... How many times can we get screwed, literally, by...
VAR? And not VAR itself, but it's just actual referees itself.
Arsenal. Well, no Arsenal.
No Barcelona. Yeah, we're not Barcelona.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
That was poor, man. Fuck's sake, that was a perfect opportunity. We fucked up again.
John
I
Wednesday.
really don't know why we're not bringing Odegaard on. I really
We're not
don't
winning
get
the
it.
game, man. We're not.
We'll give him 20 minutes.
No, we'll give him 2
Yeah,
minutes.
probably.
There's no fucking point in him coming to Arsenal.
Yeah, it's not no game time.
Have you ever
What?
watched
Only
the
got 10 minutes to get to
Jesus Christ.
Cedric.
Can he play in Europa?
Oh my god. I don't know, you know. Because I think he'd be registered as Real Madrid player.
The X-Files,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but
Oh,
he
is he
hasn't
not?
played in the Champions League, has he?
No, he's in the squad. Odegaard's in our Europa League squad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll tell you, I'm really starting to lose it with Cedric now.
Yeah.
I've already lost
Cedric
it.
out.
Just put Saka left back. I don't care anymore.
He looked so good, didn't he, a couple of games ago? He looked so good, and all of a sudden it's just all fucking gone.
He's not a left back, though, is he? Christ.
Yeah.
No, but
He did all right.
He was a good left back 2 games ago.
Yeah, he did all right against Southampton because he knew how they bloody played.
Yeah, because he remembered a poor performance he did the game before. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. In the FA Cup, he was rubbish, but in the league game, he was all right.
It's got nothing to do with. I mean, yes, of course, if you know how the others, it helps, but it doesn't. That doesn't help you pass a fucking football, does it?
No, of course not. I agree with you. But what I'm just saying
He's just not a left back, is he? He's
not.
not.
Weren't up for it. No, he's not.
No,
He's not. He's not.
Yeah, something else.
But he played good the other day. Today,
There has been a yellow card today. Partey had one.
Yeah, Partey and who else was Arsenal? There's someone else Arsenal, and literally the Villa's number 4. I can't remember his name now.
If only football was decided by how many triangles you play, we'll be the world champions.
Win the World Cup again. Yeah.
Oh, no, but they won't stop playing triangles.
At least we played in triangles. At least we get 3 points.
Melvin on form again.
The only problem is if we keep.
Odegaard coming on
We're
now.
not playing
Odegaard coming on now.
equilateral triangles.
If we start playing triangles, we'll end up playing circles.
We'll play around in circles anyway.
Oh, dear.
Who do you think's coming off for Odegaard then? Oh shit!
Smith Rowe.
Smith
He's
Rowe.
going to do it.
Either Smith Rowe or
You should take off Pepe. Should fucking take off Pepe and go for both of
One
them.
of the two, they got to come off.
Let's take off almost creative
got no
outlets.
guts. Arteta's got no fucking guts.
They're playing. Well done, Pepe.
Arteta's got no cojones. No cojones.
We should play Pepe at left back because he did better than Cedric there.
Bamiyang, shocking ball, Bamiyang.
I don't know whether Arteta's going to do something wild that we don't think he'll do.
What, resign?
No.
Not that extreme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they were on about offering him a new contract, weren't they?
What if he just does something wild, like puts Pepe into left back and just goes off on
Anyway,
one?
just give it to Saka, please.
You just got to try different stuff. If you keep doing the same stuff, people just figure you out, and this is what people are doing. They completely, they understand what we're doing, and then that's it. It's easy to play against, isn't it?
Good ball. Good ball.
Oh, I could have fell anywhere, literally.
That's a foul. Okay.
What happened?
Martinez is down.
Kick him one more time, man. Piss off. Oh, yeah, they finally turned VAR on.
Bullshit, man. Should have fucking had a penalty. Another game.
What? That was like a 5-minute delay. Was he lagging?
Fuck's sake.
Oh, dear.
God, Alba, seriously.
Yeah, it ain't our fault.
I think it's a combination of him and Mings, to be honest. But
exactly, not our fault. Get up.
We'll be the one getting punished.
Shit.
Oh, dear.
Game management, man, just waste time. That's what they're doing.
He's entitled to go for the. I'm sorry, he's entitled to go for the ball. What's he meant to do? Not go for the ball?
Yeah, but don't cry about it after.
What are we waiting for? Get these players on.
What are we waiting?
Why are we waiting? We are constipating.
Well, he's on side because number 18's playing everyone on
Cedric
side.
is off.
Yeah, he is on side, yeah.
Fuck off,
Cedric's
Cedric.
come off for Odegaard.
Cedric,
Wow.
wow.
Ooh.
Playing Odegaard left back.
He's actually
Yeah,
going for it.
Saka's gone left back.
I'll play
It'll
Odegaard
be like
left
a
back.
win- like a win back.
I told you that has to happen. That has to
Be like-
happen. It's the only.
Yeah,
It's
be-
the only way. Unfortunately.
Oh, poor Jack got a ball in the face.
What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with what happened there with Aubameyang and Mings. What's that? What's fucking nothing wrong there?
No, because
I
they're
like the Grealish got the ball
Winded.
smacked in his face. I like
Yeah.
that.
gets the ball smacked. Ball hits his face and he's winded.
Do you know
Oh,
the
he's got a
first
bloody.
thing?
He's got a bloody
the first
nose.
thing
That's why.
This
He's got
says
a
it all.
bloody
The
nose.
first thing he sorted out when he got up was he adjusted his hairband.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Most important thing first.
Yeah. Safety first.
Go away.
Yeah. Well.
Do you want to stop the mop getting in his eyes?
Yeah. He's got to look good. He's got to look good. He's a good looking lad.
Got to look good for Laura Woods.
No, we got.
Cedric
Oh,
was
gosh.
Cedric had a pants game. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he was
That
awful,
doesn't-
man.
I just want to say that doesn't make him a bad player. He's just going through
No,
it.
it's just.
Because you look
You know,
back a couple
just
of
a
days
Everyone
look-
can have
come
off
on,
it,
Odegaard.
can't
and you
Come
think
on,
he
please.
is a right back. You know, we're still sticking him on the left. I know he can use
Yeah.
both feet, but he's still, you know.
Yeah.
But this is why I
it
wasn't
comes
happy with the
down to-
transfer window, Joe.
I'd rather have just got someone in for 6 months to cover the left back position if that's
Thank
how
you.
we were going to do things. But that's it, isn't it?
That's why I weren't happy with the window. Everyone was
I think they
giving it
tried.
8.
I think they
Man,
tried.
that's a 5. I don't think they tried.
Oh, he
I tried
Apparently, they did try for someone, didn't they?
Who's
but
that?
it was like a last minute thing. But this is
Yeah.
what we always do. We've
I'm
got a
saying,
whole month to
last
do
minute.
something, and yet we leave it
Yeah.
to the last minute as always. So
Joe.
Yeah, but
And what makes it worse, they had, as you said, they had the whole month, especially when they let fucking never left back we had go straight away.
Come on, Saka. Aubameyang.
Oh, that was a shocking header.
awful.
That was disgraceful. That's a header from a striker. What's he
Yeah,
worried about? His hair?
Yeah.
Getting in his eyes? What was all that about?
We ain't getting
That
nothing.
wasn't a header.
He definitely also played red ass as a kid. I can tell you that.
How can a striker head the ball like that? He must have watched Holding in training.
he must have watched Henri because he couldn't head the
Learning from
ball
the
either.
best. Oh my god.
This was holding in training, you know. No, you're kidding me.
Well, that's a case of learning from the best, apparently.
Well.
Well, he is better than
Oh,
Beckenbauer
God.
now because Beckenbauer's like 80 years old, isn't he?
Yeah,
Hold
you
on,
don't play
we don't
Beckenbauer.
know that. We don't know if he
Oh my
still
god,
is-
what was
isn't
that?
So
Crazy,
he can't
man.
Of all the sort
Hey,
of things he
the
could have
ball.
done, why has he gone like
They're not in the
Why is he
same class, are they, in all fairness?
why has he flicked his
Stop
head
going
back? He could have got up and gone bang.
I don't know. I just can't understand how a striker can't head
We
the
ain't getting
ball.
nothing.
Exactly.
From this game, are
Exactly.
we ain't getting nothing from this game, are we?
Switch the ball. Well done,
Right,
boys.
we had 88 minutes to equalise.
Yeah, still not long enough.
Come
So,
on, Pepe. Come on, Pepe. Shoot. Oh, fucking hell. He saved it with his foot.
Well, at least we've had a shot on target.
well, it was two because Xhaka's free kick was on target as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bellerin shot was on. Yeah, we've had a few, but
From open play.
Yeah, but it's just not good enough, man.
Arteta don't fancy Martinelli, I don't think.
Hmm.
Well, since he's come back, I know he's only been spasmodic, but he's done nothing, has he? I like him. I think he's going to be great, but a few performances.
He's had a few little niggles, hasn't he? Yeah, he's had a few little niggles as
Yeah.
well, hasn't
Yeah.
We've got to protect
He
him,
will
though.
be
This is the thing with Martinelli. He's just come back. He's had a few injuries since he's come back already, so we have to protect him. That's the best thing.
It's like
Yeah.
Tierney, though, isn't it? I'm just fed up,
Yeah.
man. It's
Same
just,
thing.
Tierney's just never, it's not available, is he?
No,
he? Straight
that's a
out.
good.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
bloody free
not
kick.
really.
Chipped. You don't chip a free kick, mate. You hit it. You hit it with power.
Get Chig back in the comments. Come on.
For fuck's sake.
Beckenbauer was so effing good in top 5 midfielders ever.
How are
Says,
you?
Beckenbauer was a defender and a midfielder.
Yeah.
He was a Libro, wasn't he? That Libro role, wasn't it? As it was called
Yeah.
back then.
He was different class. Not as good as Stepanovs, but he was different class.
I agree with you.
Had nothing on Stepanovs.
No.
Oh,
Unfair comparison, really. What are we messing around for? Tip-tapping the ball around for?
Oh, that was poor. What was that? No, we're not winning this game, man.
We're
No,
almost
can't
playing.
say
You're almost playing like we're winning, or we're quite happy to
Yeah,
set.
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
But that's what
We're fucking
happened
good.
when we played them last season as well. I don't want to hear we were tired after the Man City game. I heard people say that last season. That pissed me off.
Do you know what?
Piss
I
me
don't
off,
see.
Oh no, man!
I don't see how they can be tired
We're
after any
tired
game. To
after
be
this,
honest,
bro.
I don't see how they can be tired after any game. To be honest, you know, you're
You're right.
I don't.
you're,
either.
right.
you're playing at that level.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You know, if you're
Exactly.
good enough, then get someone else in to do the job because there's other
Did
people
the
that are
man
willing.
get the ball then? Did the man actually get the ball?
No, but Joe, you're right, and that's what pissed me off last season. Oh, we lost. Well, we're through to the final. I'm like, fuck off with that mentality. Yeah.
Can you say that again? That I was right. Say that again.
Nah, that's all right. I tell you what, you can do when the stream's over.
You
You can replay
You
it.
grinned when you said it. Say it again.
Just rewind this stream after. It's fine.
No,
Yeah, just
I'm
rewatch
You
it,
can
Joel.
record it
Get
and put it
Ryan
in the
another
chat.
view. Come on.
Why should I have to settle for a rewind?
Because you get to hear it multiple times. No, I won't say it again.
I'm going to rewind it and record it.
Yeah, there you go. Make it your ringtone. Might as well.
Nice
Oh,
ball from nice ball from Odegaard. Unlucky he couldn't get past the target.
yeah. Yeah, play on, man. Fuck that. Come on.
Exactly right.
God.
What's the point? What's the point?
What was the point of that? Oh, Smith Rowe! Control the
You
ball.
can see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You've been told, Joel.
Yeah, Joel, get your housework done, mate. Come on.
When's
Sort yourself out.
so I can see my mate.
3 o'clock.
Is it? Am I actually?
I think they are actually, yeah.
Andy Carroll's biggest fan.
Ooh. Can we watch Newcastle?
Yeah, do what you want. Go out if you want.
Oh, God.
She's the only fan Newcastle has outside the North East.
Oh, fuck.
John Terry.
Well done, Pepe.
John Terry.
Well done, Pepe, to keep it in.
Oh, I don't know.
No, not you, please. All right. Possible. Well. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long day.
It'll be a long weekend.
What?
No, don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least I have
When we
6
got
stations for
league
later.
next weekend or midweek.
Midweek, we got midweek off. It's our next game
Yeah,
is
it's
next
FA
Sunday.
Cup, isn't it?
Lovely that.
Yeah.
When's our next game?
Next Sunday,
Why
Leeds
is Partey down?
Oh, lovely.
Fuck's sake.
at home as well.
Oh, my God.
Gillian's coming
your
on.
favourite player's coming on.
Who's coming on?
Your favourite player's coming on. Your favourite player.
No.
Really?
Yes.
So someone
Oh.
just
He's coming on, mate. Why is Partey
Does that
injured,
mean
man?
does that mean the Black Eyed Peas are in town?
Oh, jeez.
Yes, it is.
No, we've transferred the one from Wolves. At least he might do something.
Partey got
really?
cramped. Yeah, game over. Game over. Officially.
Yeah.
Party's always.
He thinks it's Wembley, doesn't he? He thinks it's Wembley.
Party will never get past 70 minutes.
Where is the love?
Dun, 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 dun. He thinks it's Wembley.
If he's gonna come on, then
Pump
what's
it.
this midfield gonna look like now? That means Xhaka. Oh my God! Wow.
Oh,
It's
Thomas
a
is
good-
down. Fucking
I'm gonna-
Thomas
Yeah,
is down.
Thomas is out.
All I'm going to say is that the most recent
fucking
message,
hell.
the most recent messages in the chat, Even if you put a super chat, I'm not putting that on the screen or mentioning it, as in what it actually says.
Is that because you're now being monitored?
That as well, yeah. I'll never put it on anything anyway. I wouldn't put it on anyway. But I'm just saying,
This has all gone to your head, Ryan.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Didn't you know? I don't help no one out. I don't help promote other channels.
Next stop, you'll be on AFTV.
Oh God, no. Things ain't that bad. I'll never get that bad.
You'll be on Barstool Sports.
Even again, not that bad. Fucking hell. Have you seen the most recent thing he did yesterday? The most cringiest thing?
I saw the one when he was having an absolute paddy over William. Yeah,
that's not acting. That's genuine, because literally did another video.
Even though he's being paid to do it.
Yeah. Well, fucking yesterday, there's a video going about. It was at they're at some random place, and there's that wrestling ring there. And he's like playing the rock music.
That's hard, man.
They're playing the rock music, and he's just like stomping around the fucking ring and doing all the rock poses. I'm like, fuck's sake.
I wouldn't mind someone smacking him in the mouth, to be honest.
Yeah, Warren is 59 years old. He does 3 games a week refereeing. He keeps up with the play. He doesn't get that tired. So, yeah, fucking professional football players.
Yeah, hats off to you, Warren.
Yeah, he is reffing like under 5s, so you can keep up with the play.
Yeah, but this refereeing lark, you can do it from Zoom, can't you?
15 minutes for this bollocks to go, guys.
You can do it while you've got your little, like, a phone on there being flown around on a drone as a referee.
and that's the VAR. You go to the other screen, it's like, okay.
Yeah. You just hear, like you're running along and you just hear
what the hell was that?
I'm so glad that we could bring William on to change the game for us.
Oh no, what a fantastic player he's been this season.
Levels, lads, that's called levels to the team.
He has to bring on his mate. It's his best mate. He has to bring him on.
Do you not reckon, like, what Arteta's going to say now to one of them? Just get a concussion so we can bring someone else on.
Yeah. Go for
just face plank. Just face plank. Just drop down face plank. Jesus. Let's get you off.
There is no way William is getting a concussion with hair like that.
You never know.
Airbag.
It probably would if they told him to cut it.
Oh dear.
I bet he'd put in a transfer request if they said you got to go to the barbers.
Warren says the Premier make us look good, Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the standards of refereeing, is it?
No, it's all like silly. They're fantastic.
If I was a Prem referee right now, I'd just take that off my resume. That's not a good thing to have.
No, especially if you're going for like a job in Poundland or something, you're just not going to get the job.
Yeah.
Even Steve, the Arsenal Misfits, turning on Arteta now after that Willian substitution. Again.
To be fair, I don't think he put the wrong team out today. Cedric had an absolute howler, and that's
look at that.
But we're still not playing how we should be. That's we've taken the problem off.
What a save!
Good save.
What a save, RJ.
That's a really great save.
It's like I said at the beginning.
You're slowing it
like
down.
You
do
that?
Oh my god!
That was William again.
Oh,
Are you
can't
sure?
stand this man.
Jesus.
I cannot stand this man. Fuck's sake, man.
Melvin,
He's already on Xhaka's level. I don't want you in the club.
Where do you live, Melvin? Where do you live?
Ilford.
Can I come round and watch a game at yours so I can be at the normal speed of the game?
Yeah, cool.
But you're not
Just bring him on.
I'm definitely coming round when we're out of lockdown, Melvin.
No problem.
No
problem at all.
Oh my god!
Is that another shot target? Man. There we go. We've got 3 from the lad. We've got 3 from him.
Is that a
Three
free?
shots on,
That's a free kick. What do you mean corner?
3 shots on target in 2 games. Yay!
Oh, this is awful, man.
Against Villa, I mean.
Is that your dishcloth?
No, it's got all me dead skin on it.
Oh,
Oh,
Give it to Chig.
well, no.
oh, stop.
That's disgusting.
Oh, Willock's starting.
I said dead skin, not foreskin.
By the way, Joe Willock's making a start today for Newcastle.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Good. Fair
That'd be
play.
a good watch. That'd be a good watch.
He'll get carded.
Of course he will. He's an Arsenal player on loan.
He'll get sent off. He's going to be the new Joey Barton.
Oh,
God.
no.
Need any more Joey Bartons? Oof, he's not happy, is he? Bartley.
He's not happy at all. He's just like, what the fuck happened there?
Don't know why I did take him off, really, but yeah,
So
not a bad game.
we'll go round to everyone on the screen and we'll say, describe the word in one describe the game in one word. Go.
Crap.
Frustrating.
I'll say
Frustrating.
Willian.
William.
Yeah.
He's just come on.
I'm just going to say Willian. Just his career as a whole, that's how the game went. Just shambolic.
Oh, look at this football
shit.
we're playing.
I'll
Come
say
on,
Cedric.
Shit.
Yeah. Cedric, really, isn't it?
Bollocks.
Yeah. That's a good point now. Go on, Odegaard. Do something.
Oh, God.
It's so annoying. We do so well and then this happens.
Oh, William.
Willian again, he's shitting he. Gives away a
Why?
foul as well.
I wish he was that good, Russ. I wish he was that good.
I can't.
He's absolute liability. Absolute joke. Look, now he's giving a free kick away. Look.
Yeah, what's the percentages?
2%.
Today we had 100% Cedric fuck-ups. That's what percentage for that. I'll give him that for free.
Yeah.
It's the same as Southampton in the FA Cup where it was one mistake and then after that, nothing.
He'll say Martinelli did really well on the bench.
He warmed that up nicely for us.
Yeah.
Kept it warm.
It was nice to have Willian out there, but he needs a bit more time to adjust.
Jesus.
A Saturday morning Willie performance, it's got to be done.
Fucking he's out of the way of the fucking game.
And to be fair, it won't be a Aubameyang who speaks afterwards, so don't worry about that interview.
Oh.
No, they sent that one to the kids because he lost.
I'll tell you, Barkley looked really pissed, didn't he? Really, really pissed. And actually, I thought he was playing quite well. So. To be fair,
he had to go off. He had to go off.
Matty Riley's.
Well, to his credit, he hasn't let in a goal, has he?
No.
He had to go off.
Here's another night of no match of the day.
For the 10th time this season. Yay.
I don't watch it anyway.
11 if you count the FA Cup.
I to be fair, I don't watch it because I can't bear them on there.
Alan Shearer just drives me mental.
Lineker
he just watches a totally different game from everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh! That was your chance, mate. You had your chance.
Oh, mate.
You had your chance to make a name for yourself. Yeah, kick your knee over the ball. First rule, knee over the ball.
It's annoying because we are getting the chances, they're just not going in the net.
Again, it's not having chances, not taking them. So, shock horror. What happened?
You should not get the target from there. Come on.
We're not clinical at all. We used to be.
No,
we used to be clinical.
Yeah.
When Aubameyang was in form, a long time ago, we used to be clinical, but now we're just not clinical at all.
Even when we had fucking Eduardo coming back from a fucking leg break and Shamak at front, we were bloody more clinical than this.
Not a fan, okay.
Shamak, what a great haircut he has.
Oh, Erdegaard, unlucky, mate.
Yeah.
He was unlucky, but
Unlucky. You should hit the target, Sam.
Stick him in the Six Nations, mate.
Yeah, that's unlucky. I mean, he should have done better, of course, but you know.
yeah.
Beat the first
Pepe,
man.
what are you doing? You're just being Pepe, innit? Yeah.
We just need to move the ball quicker.
You should have been doing that all game.
Yeah, I'm sick of saying it myself, and every watching on we put that string, we go like this.
Yeah.
Whenever
hold it. Thanks. There you go. Watkins on the run. There you go.
Well, where's my Villa top? Your time to just wanting the team that wins. My hairline's gone. Can't be having more of this.
Save, Ryan. Oh.
Thank you.
Whoa,
He's kicked his hand.
Yay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up, he's
done all right, Ryan.
He's just been keeping us in the game, man. These
Thank you.
fucking bottle jobs, man.
Is there no hair under your cap?
Not really. My hairline's gone.
We need to see it.
Look, the hairline is genuinely gone.
Blimey. You're making Melvin look good.
I know, innit?
He's got his
I love you, Melvin.
clips from
Love you,
Melvin.
mate.
No problem.
Yeah, should have chosen a different teammate. Arsenal does not do wonders for your hairline.
Yeah.
Honestly, mate, I can't
don't go back to where you come
Jesus Christ.
from. Don't go back to where you come from.
Self-barber my hair, mate. So
No,
I can't say it.
It's got a foul, innit? Fuck
No
off.
foul! No foul! Whatever, man. Game done. I've been saying it for fucking 40 minutes.
We've got 5 minutes left plus the injury time to get through.
What, for them to score again?
So what do you reckon about? Do you reckon about 8 minutes overall?
Give or take. Yeah, I'll say yeah.
You look like we're going to score, though.
No.
No.
We've
That
got
was silly.
80 odd minutes so far. We're 1-0 down for over 80 minutes. What have we done?
Oh,
Nothing.
dear. And the thing is, though, another watch along without the full Melvin.
No full Melvin is disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've saved it on my phone.
Why do I get the feeling our players, the refs, have been even more stricter on us and giving us less in terms of that free kick? That should have been a free kick there, based on what's happened this week. Based on what's happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing, William? Where are you going, son?
I don't understand it, and yet some clubs.
Or the William likes to dive a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with that as well.
No, but no. What I'm saying is, if it's a clear, it could be a free kick for anyone else normally.
So what you're saying is the referee makes a mistake, so it's an agenda. That's what you're saying. Then again, is it?
Well, there's rumours that the FA weren't happy that the players came out on social media, and that's why another reason why they didn't want to overturn the
Jesus Christ
the free kick, the red card during the week.
Do you have any idea how fucking elaborate that has to be? And how thin the margins have to be to make those decisions.
You're not having any conspiracy theories, are you saying?
Because they're fucking all wrong, that's why.
We've all seen and heard what Mark Halsey had to say.
Yeah, there's nothing to back that up. Where's the evidence to back it up?
Well, he ain't got it, has he? Because he can't prove it.
No.
He's out of the game.
But why?
He was in it.
But then back then, why wasn't there any? I mean, surely if there was more to it, something more would have happened from it. Surely he's one guy.
Why, Sam? Who's gonna open the box?
So he was the only He was the only referee. I mean, so he's the only referee who's coming out and said that.
Clattenburg said it as well, apparently.
I mean, listen, they're not perfect. They're not perfect, but there's no agenda because it just doesn't make any sense. Why? Why would there be an agenda against us? What's so special about Arsenal?
Sam, do you think there was an agenda? Sam, do you think there was an agenda when Alex Ferguson was manager of Man United that they never got rubbed the green a bit too often? Is that what you're telling me?
They also got loads of decisions against them as well, loads.
Oh, do me a favour.
They got more calls.
But they got a decision against them. There was a celebration.
So it's all down to the referees.
I
mean, if there's not an agenda, could you explain the Fernandez stepping on a player and getting a penalty? How does that one work?
I need to call Mulder and Scully.
Extremely bad refereeing. That's what it is. That's what we talked about right from the beginning. The referees are just poor.
No, but it seems to be bad refereeing seems to be favouring certain teams. That's what we're trying to say. Can you point
Brighton was a team that got the most overturned decisions last year go in their favour. So isn't a Brighton agenda then?
If you think
that shut you all up, didn't it? Because that's actually objective evidence.
No. What do you mean overturned? By who? VAR?
By VAR, yeah. It went against them. Overturned decisions went against them.
Yeah, but how can
they still stayed up? They still stayed up.
Sam, how can you overturn decisions if VAR is not giving any to Arsenal anyway? So you can't overturn what's not given.
It's happening to everyone. It's happening to everyone. I'm saying these poor decisions are happening to everyone. It's not just Arsenal.
Right, so Martinez pulled down Lacazette. Should have been a penalty. So VAR didn't even look at it.
Yeah,
so what you're saying is someone's making a conscious decision. Oh, this is Arsenal. We can't look at it. That's what you're saying.
Feels like it.
That is what you're saying.
It does feel like it. That's the thing.
And there's absolutely no possibility whatsoever that it's just a poor decision, like we've seen hundreds of times.
How many poor decisions do we get, Sam? It happens every game, every single game.
Because the referees are poor.
Well, it seems to be against Arsenal.
It's not just against Arsenal. It's not just against Arsenal. You can say all teams will say the same.
Explain how the full whistle goes and United get overturned a penalty after the game.
You don't know the rules. You don't know the rules. You don't know the rules because it happened. Because the friction happened before the final whistle went. That's why.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man!
You need to know the rules as well before you start disputing them.
The thing is, though, you don't. And then obviously the Mane was through on goal. The game gets ended before the minutes were even taken on.
What happened there was the event happened before the final whistle went, and so they had to look at it and VAR and everything had to happen after the final whistle. But everything that was in question happened before the final whistle went.
What was Aubameyang doing then? Why did Aubameyang let the ball through his legs in the penalty area? What was he up to, Aubameyang?
Holding in the head. That's the only thing. But other than that, mate, I don't know. I don't care anymore.
You've got to go for goal. Sorry. What's Holding doing up there? Get your deck chair out, mate. This should be called Holding's deck chair.
Oh, mate. These yellow pages are that straight. You still ain't going to fucking hit it.
Good forward, Jack.
If you shorter than the goal, you still fucking won't get on target.
All I will say, and I'm not going to talk about the referees, but all I will say is in regards to... No, I'm not. In regards to the players, I think when a decision does happen like that, they're better off just keeping their mouth shut instead of going on social media.
Yeah, you're right about that.
What about why don't you explain how Mike Riley gave us a fucking penalty at Old Trafford? Explain that.
Oh no, I'm not disputing anything you're saying, Sam.
How's that an Arsenal agenda?
What? You don't think it was a penalty? Do you think it was a penalty, Sam?
Of course, he gave us a penalty. He gave us a penalty, but that wouldn't. No, but if it's an agenda, he wouldn't give it, would he? So
was it a penalty?
It was, of course, it was a penalty. But how many penalties don't get given?
If he doesn't give it, he's proved the agenda.
No,
you've got to give it.
No, because it's that whole protection at Old Trafford that they never get penalties at Old Trafford. We never get penalties at Old Trafford. Mike Riley never gives us penalties. Mike Riley never gives us penalties. No, sorry, that argument blows your argument completely out of the water.
No,
it does.
If Ferguson was the manager, that wouldn't have been a penalty.
I can't win with you lot. Because if they don't give it, it's wrong. If they do give it, it's wrong. If they don't give it, it's an agenda. If they don't give it, it's an agenda. It's the simplest thing in the world to just say it's an agenda. But you guys have no idea how fucking elaborate and intricate that has to be. I mean, you're making them all out to be fucking geniuses.
Who's a genius? Who's the genius?
Did you know the amount of fucking collusion and planning and precise, down to every last detail, planning there has to be for that level of fucking conspiracy.
To be bent, it doesn't take a lot of planning to be bent.
Oh, go Pepe! Please.
Oh,
no,
Pepe,
you
that was
you
rubbish.
fuck everything up.
Rubbish, Pepe.
Just can't admit we just can't admit we fucking miss goals and don't play well. It's like much easier just blame the referee.
There's nothing to do with it, Sam. We know we're not playing well.
Sam, we know we're crap. There's no doubt about that.
So why do you keep going on about the fucking referee then?
Because we should.
Because there's games where we haven't been crap, and
because that's easier, right? Because that's much easier.
There's games like Tuesday night where we weren't crap. Yeah, we didn't take our chances.
Do you think it's ever going to stop? Do you think it's ever going to change?
Not while Mark Cryer is in charge of the whole situation. No,
it's never going to change. So you might as well just fucking get used to it.
By the way, we're in the last few seconds of the game. Still 1-0.
Why should it change? If it's all right, Samuel, why should it change?
No, I'm saying do you expect it to change?
Yes.
Do you expect to go through a game without some kind of controversial decision like there is in every single Premier League football game?
Oh fuck!
Every Premier League football game is a controversial decision.
Fuck's sake. 50-50. It's a free kick. Could it check Grealish?
It's a nice pass lovely pass by Odegaard into Pepe. Just saw that.
Fucking 50-50. Which Grealish won anyway. But hey, no, just give him a free kick. Oh, how did we get the free kick, eh? What?
That's all an agenda. That's what it is.
How did we get the free kick? Fucking hell. Because then he was pointing the other way at one point.
Fuck, that's over.
Okay, Jack's. Oh, yeah, we lost then. Okay, we lost again. I think officially, top four is out of the question. 10 defeats, you cannot get top four now.
This season's over.
Shit, we've been shit again. It's a shit game.
So that's two teams got league doubles over us.
Should have had a penalty.
Oh.
We should have took our chance. The thing is, we had chances. We didn't take them again.
But this is what it comes down to. Like, you know, I'm with Sam on the fact that, you know, we shouldn't have to depend on referee decisions to win a game. But then on the other hand, there are decisions that make it very difficult to win a game, basically. So, you know,
referees are terrible. They're terrible, but I'm just saying there's no agenda. I'm just saying they're just piss poor. They're piss poor at doing their job. That's what it is.
We're just very unlucky, are we, Sam?
But do you think it happens to just us?
No, but I think it happens to us more than any other team.
Well, there's no evidence to back that up.
I haven't looked.
Oh, dear.
Oh, there is something, actually. Something came out this week about bad decisions. There was a survey, which I don't believe in, but there was something out this week. And we were top of the table, funnily enough.
But last season, we were well down on the overturned decisions and everything. So I don't know. Listen, I just think it's too easy to say.
Last season, how did that work out? The Crystal Palace game. That was a disgrace. The same referee, but the referee us the other night. That was a disgrace. When I even looked at VAR, still no good. When Chambers got fouled, and they gave the foul against Chambers. When Socrates put it in, I think. No, that was all right.
Yeah, Socrates put it in, and Chambers actually got fouled. But Chambers got accused of being the fouler.
But VAR, what about the VAR situation? How does VAR?
Well, we know VAR is implemented wrong. It's implemented all wrong. It's the system that's wrong.
VAR's not wrong. It's the people that are using it.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong.
I see something. You'll see something completely different.
I'm talking about the system. I mean, the people running the system. Yeah. That's where the problem lies.
Oh yeah, we were saying it before the game kicked off.
I'll tell you what: if they're not biased, if they're not bent, they're what's that expression?
Incompetent. That's what they are.
No. There is something with a bias after it. It's not unintentional, unconsciously biased. There we are. They're unconsciously biased, in my opinion. They're not actually biased, and that takes no planning at all, Sam.
No, yeah. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion. I just don't.
Thank you very much.
I think you're. Listen, I just think you're giving them far too much credit. You know, the amount of
fucking bias. You don't need any credit for that.
The amount of work and fucking planning and intricacies it takes to create a conspiracy like that against Arsenal. You're giving them too much credit, mate. Just too much credit.
But if they're unintentionally biased, they don't know they're doing it, Sam. It doesn't take any planning. It's in their head.
Melvin, do you just reckon they're just not good at what they're doing?
Just a bit of both.
You know, they could just be not good at what they're doing. The decisions they make are piss poor. And they do it in every game. You see other fans complaining.
I genuinely, Sam, I said genuinely, I don't know the answer to this. Perhaps one of you can help me. Has there ever been a situation where Luis gets sent off because he didn't make a challenge, where a player gets sent off without making a challenge? There probably has, but I've never heard of it. Can you remember one?
It's happened many times.
We must be the first club to have a defender red carded for not making a challenge.
It's the law. It's the law.
But I've never seen that. Yes, you're right, Sam. But I've never seen that law used for any other game.
But just because you haven't doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
Yeah, two happened in the same night. Yeah, Southampton's gets rescinded. How does that work?
Yeah, I didn't make
tell me a game where it's happened, Sam.
I can't tell you, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
Because it's never happened. That's why.
Well, it did happen. It happened to the Southampton. It happened to Southampton as well, didn't it?
That wasn't the same thing. You went across and that wasn't the same thing. Sorry.
Yeah, but you're never going to have two exactly the same situations, are you?
Similar. I've never seen anyone get sent off.
They have been similar. They have been similar. I can't tell you, but of course
name it. Name one.
Because I don't see every minute of every football game, so I can't tell you, Melvin.
No, you don't. It would be on Match of the Day, believe me.
I can't tell you everything that's ever happened in the world. I can't.
I'm not asking you for that. I'm just saying that, you know, Match of the Day, it would have been a bit of an argument if that happened to another team. And I don't remember that argument happening.
It's a fair argument that it does. It's not fair that our card didn't get rescinded and theirs, but there was an explanation for it that I think is a piss poor explanation. But that was the explanation behind it. You know, it's just poor.
I don't even know what the explanation was. What was the explanation? The badge and the
something
shirt?
To do with that their card. What was it again? I can't remember now. It's some waffle, some fucking waffle. It was. I can't remember what it was.
Basically, what's his name? Mr. Fucking claims to be a Tranmere fan. Fucking, he's a Tottenham fan though. Because he gave a penalty and didn't give a red card initially, he had to go over and give the red card. And basically, the game was already decided anyway because it's like 4-5-0 by that point. It didn't influence the game, whereas our game it did influence. Obviously, it made a major effect on that performance and that whole result in the end. So if they'd rescinded both, especially our one, questions would have been asked, and you got to change the rule then. And they were never going to do that. For Man City.
Well, listen, what I think is happening, and this is, you can say it maybe is a type of conspiracy, not maybe a conspiracy, but a type of, let's say, understanding that the referees have with each other, is they back each other up. You know, they're covering each other.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why VAR isn't working, is because they're not overturning the decisions made on the field. They're backing each other up, as Warren's saying in the chat, what we said right at the beginning before the game as well. That's where the major error lies, guys, is the implementation. It's the referees they're not, you know, overturning their mates decision because they don't want to, they're scared to, basically. You know, they don't want to. They don't want to say that they don't want to say that their colleague is wrong, and especially in a big decision or a very influential decision. You know, and that's wrong. And that's completely wrong. It shouldn't be like that at all. That's why we should have the people in the VAR room or doing the VAR should be independent. They shouldn't be active referees.
Yeah, it should be.
You know what should happen to make it better, Sam? Every decision like that, sending off a penalty, blah, 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 the referee, before he hears from the VAR people, must go over to the screen, and then if he's unhappy about it, then go to VAR. Because they're in this, we can probably back you on this. So he goes there and he's already justifying his decision. He should go over there, have another look if he's not 100% certain. No, I'm not 100%. Then go to VAR and see what they say.
Well, yeah, it's like in rugby. Literally, the referee, as you said, is an independent person, not a referee, independent from everything, but knows all the rules. That it's in charge of their version of VAR, the video ref. But it's down to the end of the day that they don't go to him unless he's at a position. For example,
basically,
unless he's in a position where he's missed something and they've seen something themselves, like a spear tackle, for example, but he hasn't seen it because he's in a different position where he couldn't see it. then they'll go, oh, by the way, hang on, you need to pull the game back because this is what you've missed, and they'll show him. Other than that, it's 9 times out of 10, it's the referee that actually gets involved and goes, you know what, there's a try, for example, but I don't know if it's been like the player's been tackled and he's made contact with the line and things like that, or whatever, or if the ball was passed forward. I need you to double check there's nothing illegal that's gone on in the build up to this play for me to give this try and things like that. And they're civilised. Then he takes as long as he wants, as long as it takes to get to the right decision. There's just another thing about VAR and how it's been implemented as well with the Premier League. Whole clear and obvious thing. That's a grey area. It should be just take that out of the equation. It has to be, because what was it? Peter Walton said VAR a few weeks ago between West Brom and Villa. VAR was never brought in to make the right decision, get everything 100% correct. It was only brought in to make the clear and obvious. Get rid of clear and obvious because that's clearly fucking you over even more and making you look more corrupt than what you claim not to be.
Listen, we didn't deserve to win today. No question about it. Of course, we might have deserved the draw, perhaps, but I don't. No way did we deserve a win. Fair, and it wasn't anything to do with the refs or the decisions. But one thing I will gripe about is when Lacazette might have been pulled down in the box. It looked like he did from what I saw. Probably didn't. Look like, why didn't that go to VAR? Any contagion. Any decision like that must go to VAR, surely an important decision like that, and it never even got near it. Away to Man City, what you got, beat 1-0 this year? And I'm picking on things, I know I am. But there's an Arsenal goal. Was it Gabriel got done?
Yeah, Carl Walker put a high foot up in the penalty box.
Didn't even go to VAR. No, VAR. Nothing to see there, boys. And I'm sure, I know I'm biased. I know I'm bitter and twisted. I know, at least I admit I am. I know, but these things wrangle with me. They really do. They really do. And
of course, it's annoying. It's annoying as fuck, isn't it? Of course,
it is. Very annoying.
I agree with you there. I get annoyed. It's just I just don't go to conspiracy. I just say they're a bunch of fucking morons who don't know what they're doing. That's basically the difference.
I'll give them a little bit less respect than that. I think they do know what they're doing.
What I'm saying in the chat so far this year, I have seen 42 decisions that needed overturning. They are covering each other. Yeah, we all know that. They don't hide it either.
Definitely.
VAR has not been designed for this. Exactly. This is what I touched on earlier. We all sort of went on from that. Is why is it with the Premier League in England? Oh, they implement it in such a way it's completely different from UEFA. Everyone else is on the same page now. Yeah, there's little TV panels.
You saw in Italy. Sorry, I just want to say you saw in Italy. You saw in other countries, which was listen. I don't know all the laws and regulations UEFA have brought in with this, so I can't say 100% for sure. Warren might be able to because he's a high level referee. But what I want to say is the way I thought it was the referee is the guy who makes the final decision. He just gets help from VAR to show him the different angles and maybe consult on what happened. And that's why he's supposed to, with every single VAR decision where it goes to VAR, he's supposed to go over to the screen, have a look, get consulted, get consulted while he's looking at the screen. And then it's still up to the referee to make the final decision. Whereas what we've been doing in the Premier League, they did for the whole of the first season or 2 seasons been implemented. They haven't gone to the screen. They've just gone to VAR on their ear, and VAR has made the decision. The guy in the VAR room has made the decision for him. That's just completely wrong. I thought that was all wrong. I didn't think it was supposed to be like that.
It's like we were saying earlier, though.
I agree 100%. 100%. You're right.
It's almost like
every decision.
We need to hear what the referee is saying, and we need to hear what the VAR room is saying when it gets to that point, and you need to hear it, because that's where, if there is anything going on, that you would hear it. You know, if there's nothing to hide, then have the volume up and let's hear what they've got to say. You know, they're saying, you know, if you're going to make football as transparent as you possibly can, like they have with rugby, that's what you've got to do. You've got to show that there is no loophole, because until then, people are going to have these conspiracies, whether we believe it or not, or whatever. People are going to have those, aren't they? Because they're going to think, well, what is VAR saying into him? What when is he actually talking to VAR? Because there's no clear indication of when that's actually happening. It's a strange,
You see, this is the way what Warren's just highlighted there. You see, it's also only supposed to be used if there's a clear and obvious error, and they just use it for everything now. It's just blanketed use for everything. It's only supposed to be used if there is a big doubt about what happened. Like, I don't know what happened. Let's have a look at the replay. Whereas now they're just blanket doing it for everything. Cards. Was it a penalty? Was it not a penalty? Just basically everything now, and that's completely wrong.
Yeah. They've used it as another method for refereeing, as opposed to something you need to go to as and when a massive decision needs to be sorted.
Yes, it's only if something's like, okay, we don't know what happened. Was it right? Was it wrong? Okay, let's go to VAR. And whereas now it's just every tiny little thing that happens now gets reviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no clear ruling with it, is there? That's the thing. There's no clear ruling.
No, it just seems like there's because it seems like the FA and the English, FA referees are doing it completely differently to everyone else. It's like a mess. It's a complete mess. That's what we've been saying from the beginning. The whole system needs a revamp, an overhaul, and the people running it needs to be redone, and there needs to be some kind of independent. The people doing the reviews need to be independent. That's for sure. They can't be the same people who referee every week. It can't be the same people backing each other up. It's like the fucking police. It's like the special investigations unit of the police. They just, 9 out of 10 police cases get thrown out the window because they're just backing each other up. You're never going to get a cop telling another copper. And it's basically the same, isn't it? It's just reviewing themselves.
It's the same with solicitors, isn't it? You try and get a solicitor to get one case against another solicitor. Won't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Warren saying in the chat, Liverpool taking court action to release conversation in Pickford Van Dijk tackle, because obviously VAR and the referee know that whole situation, because obviously he never got punished, did he? And obviously Van Dijk helped that.
But this is the thing: if like was Sam saying, if VAR is done in the correct manner, they wouldn't have to keep going back to stuff. It would be dealt with there and then if it was done in the right way. And this is the problem; it's not. So
exactly.
It's an absolute headache. And
if you think about it, the more they use VAR, right, for blanket use for everything now, the more they use it, the more controversial decisions you're going to get. The more controversy there's going to be.
Going based on the comment on the screen, we lost today because we weren't good enough.
No,
that's the difference.
We're discussing an overhaul of this.
Yeah, we're talking about the system. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. We weren't good enough today, and that's the end of it, really.
It was
we had opportunities, we didn't take them. You lose games. That's what it comes down to.
It was literally like watching the FA Cup game a couple of weeks ago against Southampton. It's literally, if you didn't know, you'd think it was you were still in January. You were watching the FA Cup fourth round game against Southampton. If you didn't know the teams and all that, because it's like it was the exact same thing. Went behind after a few minutes, and it was just like the heads dropped, and it was we had chances and this, that, and we tested the goalkeeper. We tested Martinez for once, but nothing really threatening. It's like, I keep saying it. I remember when we first moved, when we were at Highbury, when we first moved to the Emirates, we literally set up. If we were even 1-0 down, or if it was a draw, 1-1 draw, or whatever, and no matter who we were playing, we would set up camp in that half, home or away, and we would fucking pepper their goal for the last 20, 30 minutes and make them work for it. We don't even do that anymore. They're too soft.
Yeah.
On that note,
it's a whole different,
I'm going to shoot.
See ya.
Yeah.
Cheers,
okay, won't you?
Thank you.
I can be found on Twitter and all that.
Yeah.
I got to go, lads. See you later, guys. I got to go. I got something up now. Yeah.
Take
care, mate. See you later.
It's gone.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Yeah. Well, in terms of the next stream, that's tomorrow. The next stream actually is tomorrow night. It's going to be like a podcast sort of thing, obviously discussing what's happened this whole week and this game, basically sort of reviewing this game if we have to.
Is this the 9:30 one, Russ?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah,
9:30.
so it doesn't clash with because Gary's doing a podcast with Ray in the Arsenal fan circle. That finishes at 9, so obviously I'll give a bit of time to sort of freshen up, basically.
Who's coming on? Who's coming on tomorrow?
There's obviously myself, yourself, Gary, Sam's coming on, and someone else. There was someone else I asked, and I need to double check. But there's a few. I did say. Oh, did you ask your boy?
Jerome. Sorry, no, he does. They do the transfer exchanges on Sunday nights from 8 till about 10.
Is he around on Wednesday? Because Mike also. I've spoke to Mike, and the next time, the earliest he can do for another quiz is Wednesday evening.
Yeah, he might be around that, Jerome. Yeah, definitely. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it up now. I'll get the time up as well. Just get.
Also, Ryan, while you're on, did you see anything on Twitter about a quiz, a big quiz, football quiz on?
What?
Vaguely, I didn't Ender put it on.
Oh, was it Ender? Thank you, because I was looking for that.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Ender put it on about a big football quiz, and that they were after. I don't know whether it was someone for Arsenal or something like that.
It's a charity, though, wasn't it? It wasn't just Arsenal.
Yeah, I think so.
Get Richard on it.
Yeah, get Richard on it. He'll win it.
Well, I've got someone. I was saying to Richard last night after we finished on his pod. I said, as a friend of mine, right, who is, I reckon, as good as Richard. Really. So if we get a team together, he's unbelievable.
That doesn't exist.
No, you say that. I'll back him.
Oh, dear. Would he want to come on as well? Yeah, 8 p.m. UK time on Wednesday.
Well, Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah.
I'll ask him if he fancies that. But it's a little. This is just purely Arsenal. Arsenal is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Ryan, I'll give you a message, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, cool.
A few bits.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine.
I'll speak to you all soon.
Yeah, no worries.
Cheers, Joel. Keep well,
See you, mate.
Cheers, Joel.
I'm slowly working on my my Tron.
Channel.
My Tron entrance.
At this rate, I'm going to be banned from Ryan. I keep arguing with people.
Me too, mate. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to have a go at Sam, but I was just some of those decisions. Every single game we watch, they're just mind-boggling. I just don't understand how we are not getting decisions going our way. That's all I want to say. I'll say, Sam, if you're watching, mate, I didn't mean to have a go at you or anything like that, I promise. But it's just so frustrating every single game.
It just seemed today as well, with everything that happened in the aftermath of the players doing what they did on social media, that they sort of went, we're going to stick it to them a bit more today. We're not going to bother them. We're going to really stick it to them today.
Villa loved it. They played the right way, didn't they, Villa? They knew they were hitting Saka. Every other player got in the line to hit Saka. They didn't have one player just hitting him. They took their little turns. They knew what they were doing. Every challenge was just to leave a little bit more.
It's like the one Saka was through, wasn't he? And he got pulled down. The mate, he got yellow card. It's a red card.
Not only, I think it might have been a red card for that, but if you look at the challenge,
mate.
If you look at the challenge, Russ, the guy pulled him back. Then he done him at the ankle. Yeah, so that's a double one in my opinion. That's a double. But there we go. But he made a challenge, so it's all right.
Yeah.
And he said Saka's the last man as well, technically.
Yeah.
So
yes, the grey area there.
Willian Jose, literally, he initiates a contact with his studs against Luis's knee. Flies over the fucking other side of the pitch, basically getting sniped in the process, and he gets a penalty, and it's a red card. I'm just like, okay. And yet you were getting told by Peter Walton in the Knights and fucking Dermot Gallagher and all that Sky. Oh, he'd made an attempt to get the ball, but still missed it, and the player went flying and broke his leg. It's a booking.
Right.
I've just make sense?
Yeah, I've just seen on BT, they've just gone over, when Martinez pulled over Lacazette.
Yes, I've seen that.
In the
That's
area.
what I was going to say the same thing, Russ.
Rio Ferdinand said there was a blatant penalty. The ref who's there just said
Peter
no.
Walton.
He could have been.
Peter
Yeah,
Walton again.
Martinez
It's
could
Peter
have been
Walton
fouled
again.
by Lacazette, and you're thinking Rio Ferdinand's gone. No, he's got his shirt there. He's pulled him down, and
Yeah, no.
and
Peter
the ref
Walton.
sides with the ref.
You're talking
He's on-
about
he's on the
Peter
payroll.
It's a
Walton.
penalty.
He's on the payroll. He's still getting paid by him to represent him, basically. And their best buds as well. You got to remember, he's not long retired as well as Peter Walton from being a referee. So he's still best buds of him. He's still best buds with Mr. Mark Riley, who runs it all. So he's not hardly going to go and fucking slag him all off, is he?
No, true.
I just don't get it. It's just that and other things. Just every game. It's not all right. You can have bad decisions, but when it's every single game, it's not a coincidence in my view.
It's consistent. Yeah, as I said, it's consistently going on, Melvin.
Yeah. Ryan, did you see what Warren just put on? Have a look. It's quite interesting.
Oh no, this one.
No.
The next
Would like
one.
to come on.
Oh, what Keith Hackett one?
No, he said here. Hold on, because you've put it on there a minute.
What?
One
This
day
one.
would like to come on this one. That's it.
Yeah,
But let him come on tomorrow night then.
yeah. If he's available,
That's a
contact
great
Sam.
subject for tomorrow night, Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Gary's here. Gary's joining us in the stream.
Oh, Gary. I haven't watched it, Gary. Tell me the score. Don't tell me the score. I haven't watched it. I'm going to watch it now.
Gary, I've got something to tell you.
Yes.
We sold the wrong keeper.
I wish that were true. I wish that were true. But Ryan actually looked good today.
Well, in today's case, in today's case with Tierney out injured, we sold the wrong left back.
Well, you know what? I think you know what happened. I think he got, is it Kolasinac that made a similar pass where he basically set up Tottenham, the Spurs for their first goal of the game.
Yeah,
that reminded me exactly of that. It's like, could you not have kicked it like 3 feet that way or kicked it out of bounds? One of the two would have been perfect at that point. That was just a painful way to start.
I don't understand what he was doing, Gary. What was he doing? He half-heartedly pushed it in the. He couldn't have given a worse ball if he tried. It was a precision ball.
Yeah, I mean, he cooked
It's
it about.
all up here, Gary. Get on that field, concentrate from the first second, not from 5 minutes in, and he just hasn't got the. He didn't do it today for whatever reason. It was lackadaisical. You've only got 90 minutes to prove yourself. It's not like you've got all day. You make a mistake at work. You've got 90 minutes, and if you can't concentrate for that 90 minutes from the word go, then something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, and this has been our problem. We start slow, and we started slow today, and we paid for it. We started fast in the last game, and then we ended slow.
But the thing is, Gary, what's disappointing is that we go down after the first minute or two. We don't seem to put up the ante. We don't throw anything for 88, 89 minutes. You've got to suddenly.
Yeah, sorry, Melvin. I was going to say, this is what I was saying. Literally, we obviously at Highbury and we moved to the Emirates in the early years. I was saying, if it was a one all, any sort of scoreline draw, 0-0, 1-2 or whatever, or home or away, or we're losing by a goal. But the last half hour or so, we set up camp in their half and we fucking peppered. We used to pepper the
Ryan. Their bloody penalty area.
Today we were in the attacking third, but for some reason we just didn't want to get any shots off.
Yeah,
what is that? I mean,
we'd make that team and goalkeeper work for their point or 3 points, whatever. We don't do that anymore.
No, we
you
don't.
know what? And that's to me is because of I'll go back to it again, our age profile. We're just really young and don't realize the urgency that's required. You give up a goal in the first 2 minutes. You're chasing the game. All right, it's 30 minutes left. You bring on Erdegaard. He looks good to me, but as a team, we're not urgent enough to put pressure on them. Their goalkeeper made one or two stops, and that's Otherwise, we looked like we just weren't going to try to shoot on them.
He should have scored or got it on target. That Martin Peter who came on for us.
Yeah,
disappointing that was. But it is what it is. This season, we're never going to win anything with this season. We know that. And it's a matter of our manager, who's very young and inexperienced, learning every week. of who we can trust, who we can't trust, and what's needed. So I think you can write this season off.
Well, we're now back to the ratio of having more defeats than wins now. Yay.
Oh, no.
It is now 9 out of all the games we played, 9 wins, 4 draws, 10 defeats in the league.
I think Richard's right. They did defend well, Villa. But
we didn't really push them though. That's the thing.
But you know the difference was, and why we made them look like they could defend really well. It's because we always wanted to get one touch on the ball before we punish teams when we just played the one touch game. Today we need to get a touch to control the ball. By that time, they're on top of us, and we can't do anything with it. If we just had a lot of one touch passes and shots, it'd be a totally different game in that last 30 minutes, because we had the ball right where we wanted it, right inside their attacking third. Just never went forward. We always held up the play, slowed it down. It's like, why?
But even when we did get wide and get past their backs, we had to take another touch instead of crossing it. By the time we crossed the ball, Pepe, though I thought Pepe wasn't as bad as some of the other players, Pepe and Saka, more so Pepe, he got to a point of crossing it when the defenders were backing off in the middle. So he took another touch. And what that does, it makes the angle far harder. He did it every time instead of the first time, put it across. Because the defenders on their back foot, they don't know what they're going to do. Once you take another touch, they got an opportunity to see where they should be and go in the right position. It's just so disappointing. You'll hit it first time. You might even get an own goal. You don't know. Just put it in there. Cause havoc. Don't give them a chance to organise themselves by giving yourself another touch on the ball. We could have played till Monday and not scored today. I reckon the way it was going.
Yeah, it's like I said. It's like watching Southampton from the FA Cup all over again.
Yeah, we had no excuses.
That was a completely different team as well.
Yeah, a weakened team that last time, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm saying in the sense of how it was how we played it out. It's literally it was like you're watching it. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was funny when Martinez grabbed Aubameyang, pulled him down, and then was looking for a call. And I'm like, you grabbed him, pulled him down, and then you want to get the benefit of the doubt for that? I mean, they were doing it all day to us, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they pulled on Partey's hand. Pulled on Partey's hand. He loses the ball. They come down and get that shot on goal, and it's like that goes the other way. He's calling that. I mean,
yeah.
Don't you think, Gary, that Partey had a very poor game for him?
Yeah, his passing was.
I don't think he's fit. I just genuinely don't think he is match fit.
Don't play him for 4 weeks. Don't play him for a month. Get him fit. Yeah. Have we got the international break coming up?
Yeah, I mean, he does slow the ball down and control it well, but after that, he's giving the ball away with passes that. I mean, he kicked the ball like 10 feet over Cedric, right?
That's right. I remember that.
When his first early kicks, and then from then on, he's had some good passes, but then he had some really atrocious ones. So he's not ready, and that's the problem. And then we had to pull him out, right? So he can't go more than 60 minutes. I mean, I don't even know why we keep pushing it. Give him 60 minutes.
Get him fit and let him get. That's it. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go.
Yeah, same here. No, that things up. That's not wrapping things up anyway.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, Melvin, where can people find you as well?
Find me at on this channel, from Dull Square to Where, and also over and over again with Richard on those 3 channels, and on Twitter on Melvin, as it says there. The only way is Arsenal Marks. Thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, mate.
See you.
Cheers, mate. Vas, where can people find you as well?
You can find me at RuggyBoy101 on Twitter and Arsenal Central, which is my YouTube channel. I'm generally on here. I've been going on the Blind Gooner a few times recently, actually. But yeah, so go over, give us all a follow, and leave a like as well.
Gary as well, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Don't Waste a Tweet on Twitter, DWTT on YouTube. DWTT Arsenal on YouTube if you do a search, and usually on Arsenal Fan Circle when I'm not here doing watch-alongs. So Yeah.
And as I said earlier before you came on, you are going to be back again tomorrow evening, 9:20 UK time, for the first podcast in a while on this channel.
Can I come on? Or
yeah, if you're around, you can come on. Everyone's invited.
He's like wiping the he's like the window. Are they open? Are they open?
Is anybody there?
The sun's come out for like the first time in like 3 months.
That is nice. That's nice.
No, it's like, what was it? A couple of months ago, I was watching the same old Arsenal podcast, one of their lives, and they had Graham on, Graham Brooks, and he was like, to Craig, the host, it's like, Craig, can I come in now, please? And they'd made a big joke out of it.
I saw that, yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear, so our weekend obviously has been ruined by that result, but it is what it is.
Stupid, man.
We've got 7 days, but at least we haven't got no games midweek. We've got a nice, relaxed game free. Hence why we'll have a quiz. Hopefully, the Who Am I quiz on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. UK time. We can get enough people to come on and try and see if Richard's obviously available, being training champion for that. And then watch along next Sunday, the next Arsenal watch along anyway.
We'll give Graham a shout out on his Twitter.
Yeah, well, of course. And from that, oh dear. So I'll see you tomorrow. No, literally 9:20. 9:20, 9:30 UK time. We'll be back here again, going over all the week's events and everything, all things Arsenal basically, and touching on today's game because we have to. It is what it is. And until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, don't think about Arsenal, obviously, that's the case. But until then, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on.